Hi guys, we are back with another episode, and this time we have a fan. Is it a fan? Would you say?
It's our number one fan.
Number one fan. So introducing Mr.
Toza.
Toza.
What up, gangsters?
How's it going, brother?
Or rebels in this case.
Oh yeah. How's it going, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're all good over here, bro.
We're at Reverse at the weekend. I'm repping the t-shirt.
Nice. I actually noticed that. I don't want to talk about it just yet because, we want to talk about things here. So how did that come about?
The t-shirt?
Yeah.
It's an artist t-shirt. It says Rebellion on the back.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Normally, I'm not going to diss other festivals, but normally the shit they give you is a bit you wouldn't wear it, but that
one's pretty sick.
If you're lucky to get anything,
yeah.
Days, you know what I mean?
You need to play there.
Oh shit! I know. Yeah,
we're just going in, but yeah. Let's talk about a little bit about how do we know each other, bro? What's the relationship?
All right. Well, the first time we met was 2017, DEF CON Australia. I think you guys were in contact with some of my friends already, like Sam and the other boys. Yeah. So, and then when you guys came to the signing session the day before DEF CON at Massive, that's when I was like, finally, I can meet them, blah, blah, blah. We took that one iconic photo.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if you can maybe insert it here or something.
I'll
send it. You probably have it already. And basically just clicked since then. And we had a good conversation. And then we went to, obviously DEF CON happened. And the after party was actually my first ever gig too, coincidentally.
You got any funny stories about the after party you could tell us?
I do. Well, first we'll start it a bit mild. I played a closing set from 3 to 4 a.m. And then when I got to Massive, there was actually 3 people only there on watching me play. So it was still fine because it's basically a practice session for me. But then someone decided to join me on stage. That someone is sitting in this table. So.
And it wasn't me.
Yeah. So Big Ray. He was. Let's just say he was having a great time.
I was having a fucking good
I was admiring
old
his
time.
mixing skills. He's actually fucking really good at mixing. So,
as the Aussies would say, he was cooked.
You said it, not me. Allegedly.
Yeah, we don't do that over here. What are you talking about?
We're just talking about.
I was having a good time.
These days, it's all allegations,
Yeah. He was sleepwalking.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
He was working the decks, sleepwalking. It's pretty good.
To go back to the signing thing, that was one of the weirdest things ever at the time because obviously we were still up and coming at that time, and then when they said to us you're doing a signing session, we were like we had no idea what it was. We're on the other side of the world, and then when we turned up and it was something for One Direction or Justin Bieber.
They had the tables,
the row of tables, and everyone was going down getting to sign their merch and stuff.
I genuinely thought it was set up at first because I was there's no way people have came out just to get our signature.
It used to be really huge,
crazy.
bro. It used to be huge.
It makes sense as well because they don't get to see you much,
100%. And on top of that, also they get an opportunity to buy merch. So that also takes away from them wasting time at the festival.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool, man. I think if people could do this more often, they should, where they have merch sold the day before the party, and then
makes sense, because those queues at the festival were fucking.
It also helps on the day too, where it's not as crazy, so you probably won't need.
But that year, actually, we remember we were we're playing in Australia. It's always hot, so we went to DEF CON. It got to 7 o'clock, and we were freezing.
Yeah, it was freezing. Yeah.
So
we didn't pack any jumpers or jackets.
September is
shorts.
September's the tail end of autumn or fall. Depends where you're from,
Because the fucking the sun goes down really early in Australia, right?
Yes. Because it's not summer. So summer usually starts around November, December until February. And also October is when the time changes. So daylight savings. So at the time of DEF CON, because it's September, mid-September. So basically the sun or the time hasn't really changed yet. So it's still normal time.
Same,
for the sun to go down.
Is that one of the things that you miss about Australia, or you don't care?
The sun?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. But the weather's beautiful today, but I have the biggest smile on my face.
Yeah. It makes you feel better, right?
100%, bro. Look, my day gets dictated when I open the curtain and look it through my window. I'm like, okay, today's going to be a fucking great
you're
day.
In
I'm
the
just
wrong
out.
country, man.
I know, but that's a sacrifice you have to
It's crazy to think 2 weeks ago it was snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
bro,
then we've got today it was like 19 degrees on the.
Dude, I fell asleep on the couch at like 5 p.m. one of the days because I was like really tired. I wake up and the whole fucking backyard is white. Within 1 hour, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's horrible as
so-
well. I mean, like that fucking grey, rainy clouds and shit.
Yeah, that's
Makes
one
you
of
feel
the,
like shit, man.
one of the disadvantages.
We were born in that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I know,
We were
bro. I
born
think it's
that
worse
shit.
in
Way
the UK,
worse.
right?
Yeah.
So
Way
It just
worse.
rains the whole time. It's
Yeah.
grey. It's
I mean, look, to be honest, in Australia too, the weather's not always perfect. So we get some really rainy summers. So,
yeah.
but,
to be
when
fair,
it
there's
hits hard and becomes really hot, but we can reach like 45
Yes.
degrees, which is
There's been sometimes we've been in Australia. We were in Brisbane one time and we got hit with like a tropical storm, and it was the
Yeah.
craziest weather I've ever seen in my
Because in
life.
Brisbane, actually, because it's like on the, I don't know, the equator, the
Mhm.
cap.
Brizzy.
Yeah, so it's like on that equator. So it's like basically most of the year it's really like nice.
Yeah,
Isn't
Whereas
that-
Melbourne is on the opposite side, and it's like Dutch weather. I call Melbourne is the
Yeah,
Dutch
when we
of
were in
Australia.
Melbourne,
you
it
know?
was raining. I remember that.
yeah, Melbourne. Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it true there's a hole in the ozone layer above Australia, or is that just myth?
Look, I'm not a, what's the fucking word for it? I'm not a scientist, bro. So I have no
A
idea.
meteorologist.
Yeah.
You're not a weather expert. You're just
No.
a Zag expert.
Just an expert on the Zag.
Yep. And just filthy noises.
Yeah.
To be
Incorporated.
To be fair, I don't really get like sunburn on holiday and stuff, but I went to Australia,
Yeah.
had a couple of beers, fell asleep by the pool, and woke up with the worst sunburn of my life, man.
Bro, honestly.
My nose was like bright red.
That
and-
happened to me after COVID when obviously like you're doing fucking nothing at home.
Mm.
For me, I was working like full time, really heavily, but once because you haven't really like you haven't gone to the beach, you haven't really experienced proper sun. What happens is once you're like away from the sun for like 2 years, bro, because I go to the beach all the time there and stuff, and then I don't really use sunscreen because like my ethnicity, you know,
Yeah.
I flex it.
Habibi.
But this time, that one time really destroyed. I was in the sun for like 2 hours,
Mhm.
bro.
No sun cream.
No. I think I put a little bit, but it still didn't
Bruh.
work, bro. So my skin became like sensitive, I guess, to the sun because it hasn't seen it for ages.
Yeah.
And bro, I was like cooked, bro. I was like flame
It's horrible,
grilled,
eh?
dude. I was so red that at that time I also like caught COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever, the flu, fucking whatever they call it. And then imagine like sweating your ass off because you have a fever, but you can't put clothes on.
Oh, man.
That was horrible, man.
It's
I was
horrible.
literally in underwear for 5 days. And I was so red that I looked like I was 100 kilos.
Like
That's
a lobster. Just swollen and shit.
Swollen, bro. I was like, full takeover. I was like, this looks good. Maybe I should like try and bulk in the future. But
You don't need trend, mate. You just need a sun.
Nah, bro.
Just get
suntan.
sunburn.
nah,
in
just
Australia.
get sunburnt, bro. You get swole. That's the real meaning of fucking swole, bro. Honestly, it's fucking bad.
But when
Nah.
did you move to Australia then?
Moved to Australia in 2010.
2010.
Yeah. So I was born in Iraq. I lived there until the war happened, 2003.
Mm.
And then we stayed a tiny bit, like maybe 2-3 months around the war when it happened. And then we had some complications staying there. So then my grandma decided to pull the plug and just send us away. So it was me, my parents, my sister, grandma and uncle moved to Jordan. And then, yeah, we just rented apartments there, started a life there for a bit. It's like 5 years we stayed there, or 5-6 years. So I started like school basically there until year 7. And then I moved to Australia by applying to like a humanitarian visa through the UN. And yeah, it was like a 1 year process, and then we got approved. We had the choice to go like, I think America, Canada, or Australia. And we just decided to go with Australia because we had some family members who already like live there, and they were like, "You're probably better off going to Australia," which I think was fucking the best decision ever.
Yeah.
And then yeah, basically just started a new life there. My dad started working immediately.
Could you already speak English, obviously?
Yeah, so I used to play like a lot of online games,
Mm.
like not RuneScape, but like something similar to RuneScape. And I had like, I actually coincidentally had like an Aussie friend who played that game with me. And he was like an older brother figure kind of thing playing the game. And I used to be able to type really good. I used to also play like Club Penguin. I don't know if you remember that game. Yeah.
No, me, no.
No?
Nah,
No,
you-
I-
Yeah,
I
because
remember
you're
Club
like
Penguin.
1 year older than me. So you
Yeah, yeah.
were like kind of the same.
What are you trying to say, cunt?
Look,
How old are
interpret it.
you?
I'm 27, turning 28 this year. How old are you?
29.
No, you're not.
3 years ago.
Nice. Yeah, so you're like unk status. Whatever the kids say these days, you know?
Yeah.
Try to get some clicks for the kids.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so out of the loop.
Gary
Unk
talks
status.
about how he's an unk now. That's the title of the
Flame emojis.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Yeah, so basically, just started a life there. Dad started working. I was 12 at the time. So yeah, it's still fresh. Like I'm like in the age where like I've seen stuff, but also there's a lot more things to learn. So I was like kind of like a really good age when I moved to Australia. Like I was pretty independent. Like went to school and basically like taught myself a lot of things. I integrated pretty well because I chose not to hang around like my own kind, because I feel like when you move to another country, the worst thing you can do is hang out with like the same language, like the people that speak the same language, have the same traditions and stuff, because you'll never integrate into like where you've moved to.
We have that problem.
Yeah.
So
Because we only spend like time with each other.
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. So you can't. But then again, like you're in a different position. I'm talking about me, like in terms of
Yeah, you're younger and stuff.
and stuff. And so when you go to school, like obviously I had like a fucking worst accent ever, but I can still talk English. But it was like basically sucking it up and trying to hang out with proper English speaking people like Australians, and doesn't matter where they're from, but as long as they only speak English. And then after 2 years I went from like the kid who was import in school, that's what they call us, to like I guess one of the cool kids in school. I don't know. I think I had a pretty good.
What happened to you now?
I'm no longer at school. That's the problem.
You lost it all or something.
To go for school.
But that's pretty much it. Yeah, like, and years went by.
And
by the time I was 14, I was fully integrated. I could go to the city by myself, just to go to house parties, have fucking friends from other schools, and play football too. Like I played until I was 17. That was also nice.
And do you feel Australian now? Like, would you say that you're Australian or?
I'm proud to say that I've integrated pretty well, but I still have, because like I said, I moved at an age where I know my culture and my bloodline, but at the same time, I'm appreciative of having this new opportunity to live in a safe country where, it could have been worse if I was back in Iraq. Who knew?
So if someone says like, "Where are you from?" What do you say?
I'll say Australian Iraqi or Iraqi Australian.
You say both.
Yeah, I'll say both proudly, because like one is like half of my life where I was born, raised, and pretty much like molded in that place, and then the other place is where I continued my life, and I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't really live in Australia. So
What do you think about all this shit now? What's
what's
opinions?
happening in the Middle East?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been really locked in, like fucking watching all the shit that's happening, and I just want to send my regards to like everyone, and my heart goes out to everyone that's going through the worst times ever. But it kind of gave me that feeling again that I've never had in a very long time, which is remembering everything that was happening like back in 2003, and how I don't want to get too political in it, but it's always propaganda and how people use excuses to get to a certain level because some countries have resources and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just, from someone that experienced this already, I just urge people to kind of look at the bigger picture and understanding that, yes, they may be, whichever side you're on, they may be like freeing you or helping you or whatever, but this is like a massive problem where we've seen it happen multiple times now, where they sneak their way in and then that's where things happen.
Destabilize everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to talk politics because, I have a career to look after and stuff. And like I said, but I'm speaking from experience. It's something that's really, really heavy on the heart to see what people are going through, because it just reminds me of.
I think that, like you're saying, you don't want to get political, but I think like the way that you've experienced it, like other than people just having an opinion online, like you've
100%.
lived it.
Yeah.
You
And
know what
also
it's like.
the media, man, are like, I don't trust. I know I sound like conspiracy theories, but I don't trust the media about anything anymore.
100%.
After
100%.
COVID, I was like, nah.
The thing is, it's
fuck
like
that
there
shit.
used to be conspiracy theories, but a lot of them are being
100%.
like you must be
And also
strong-minded not to
the
believe.
problem now too, like back then, like 2003, there was no TikTok, there was no like something popping off where you can instantly see things, or someone can just pull their phone, record whatever's happening and put it. But now we also have AI too, so things can get
The amount of shit I've seen recently, even like this morning when I was looking through like Twitter, like so much AI stuff.
Exactly.
Like they're bombing, and it looks
Dubai.
they're bombing in Dubai. And I had to watch it a couple of times until I saw that there was a car that was like doubled. There was like a double car.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, if I didn't see that, I probably would have went and said to him today, "Oh, bro, I seen this video."
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I've been looking at everything, but I wouldn't take it in context. And
you need to,
the thing that really fucking like really boils my blood is people that are like. Think because they're like they read one post and that's their opinion now.
Yeah.
So then in the comments it becomes like a fucking another war where people are saying I'm on this side, I'm on that side, this is happening.
But that's the thing, people choose sides these days.
Exactly,
there's no middle ground
it's
anymore.
It's all about the people that are actually there, and we need to respect what they're going through, and they're the ones that are at the forefront of what's going on now. So yes, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but bro, it's like I can also relate this later to music too, where bro, like you don't need to really speak sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? You can just read, show your respect, and shut the fuck up about like nonsense. No one cares. You're not a political...
It's also because you get more attention now for like having alternate view. You know what I mean? Like, so people want, if you say white, someone says black, whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
Like if like no one really cares if you agree anymore. It's
no,
like,
it's like... Bro, it's honestly really fucking bad, bro. Like everyone's opinions because they read one person's point of view. It's like sheep mentality, bro.
Yeah.
Like do your fucking research. Do like think about what is your words these days. Like can fucking destroy people's lives. So you need to choose your words wisely in terms of how you're gonna present your idea, how you're gonna share your opinion, and you also have to see it from the other person's like point of view too.
Yeah.
And after that, if you don't agree, it's fine, but you don't need to force your opinion.
Yeah, it's a catch-22, right? Because obviously, like, I'm all for freedom of speech, but I also think that you need to think before you speak.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
But then you can say what you want. Like, if someone truly disagrees with a point, then you should disagree with it if that's what you truly believe.
100%.
But if you're just saying shit for the sake of saying shit, like, what's the point?
Also, another thing I want to mention is like a lot of people speak of opinion and not facts, right? Yeah. So I can accept someone's point of view if they provide me with factual things that back their statement or opinion. But if you're just talking based on opinion and not experience and not facts, that's, bro, you're basically a fucking bot.
They saw one TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you, like, and you just ask them, like, where are you basing your, I read this article, and you just like, bro, like.
I know we spoke about it in the last podcast, but you said, like, relating to music. But honestly, man, we get the same one all the time. It is a minority, but it's like they only play this or they only do this, and I'm like, I always think you actually been to our sets before because it's nothing.
They've never
like
done
that.
They're not doing their research. They're just making claims.
They just see one like
Rebellion's doing Zag now. It's like
no,
we've done Zag songs. We're not saying like that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
We do. Like that's ridiculous.
Same thing. I also get a lot of shit on Reddit. I read everything in Reddit and like.
Don't do it, bro.
No. Personally, I don't give a shit, bro. Like. For me, if I was affected by what other people say, I wouldn't be where I am in my life. At the end of the day, bro, like I just shared a fucking heavy story already.
Exactly.
I gave you like probably one paragraph of what I've been through in my life. So I don't really need to listen to someone's opinion about how I live my life because I didn't get to the stage I'm in now without good support network, good support system around me. The amazing people I've worked with and the people are, like the fans now, which I don't really consider the whole fan artist thing. I don't really like that. I like making friends, and like that's why I'm always in the crowd. I'm always like replying to. Well, now I'm at this stage where I can't really reply to everyone because it's it's too much, and I try to reply to the meaningful stuff, not discrediting anyone's like message and stuff, but I like to stay connected with the people regardless where I am in the position of an artist, right?
You don't reply to the ones that say, "Hi, it's my cousin's birthday," and he is. Look, bro, those ones are insane, man. By
the way, I'm gonna start. What's that fucking website called?
Cameo.
So, guys, we're gonna plug it right now. If you want a birthday shout out, I'm gonna start my Cameo.
If we were to charge for the birthday shout outs, bro, we'd make more money from them than the music. 100%.
I agree, man. I've like used to do them at the beginning, like really instantly, but now it's becoming like at least 5 a week.
And the worst thing is, bro, right?
It's a copy paste.
It's copy paste.
Yeah, and it's like not genuine. That's why I go through like.
He's your biggest fan. Can get like 10 artists, but they're sending it to like fucking
100%,
50. But if they get 10, they're going to be happy.
Exactly.
Right?
So nowadays, what I do, because I always check everyone's profile that follows me. I know when, like, kind of I can have like a photographic photographic memory. That's the one where like I remember when people's like following me. I can check their profile, see like how they look like and stuff. And basically, like half of the time, bro, I get a message. One person that's not even following me, or just followed me like an hour ago, and then they send the message, right? I mean, I appreciate you going out of the way, but just be a bit more genuine about it. And bro, if people come up to me and say, look, I've sent this to so many artists, I'm just trying to get my friend a really cool gift, maybe I'll change my mind. I'll just say, okay, thank you for being honest. Bro, one time actually, I was fucking at McDonald's with Funta from the Strikers.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is we both got the same message at the same time. So we took each other's phone. And we just
done it on the other.
We just sent like a video saying, like, I said, hi, I'm the Strikers. Thank you for your support, blah, blah, blah. I wish you a happy birthday. And then Funta did the same, hi, I'm Toza, blah, blah, blah. And then we sent it to the same person at the same time. And the person was like, what the fuck?
I'm surprised they didn't say thank you and never even realized. Most of those people,
they
don't
probably
even know.
didn't even look at the video. They're just like, save, and then I'll send it to my friend.
So it's just a bit...
Actually,
we should set up a template.
Funny.
We should set up a template right now.
But I personally just hate these shout out videos, man. Whether it's like birthday or hey guys, I'm playing here. I think it's fucking
lame,
it's boring.
Bro.
It doesn't really work.
No, bro.
Like, I'm sorry to all the promoters that request us to do this shit, but I can tell you right now,
I'd be interested.
No one cares. It's been done for the past like how many years? No one cares about that. Ask me to do a funny skit. Or like or give me an idea of like, hey, like we have this idea, we think your personality fits it or whatever. Can you try and do it?
It's a bit more creative.
You know the thing that I notice as well, like especially in the ones that ask for it are normally the smaller shows or maybe club shows. And when I go into the profile of the club show, bro, they've not even promoted the event properly.
Exactly.
They put a one flyer.
I was gonna make that point too. Where I'm gonna say like instead of like we want to help, right? But instead of asking us to like
share our content.
Just share our content. I have a Dropbox of 2025, all the best content. I can obviously provide it. My agency has it in my writer. And but the biggest thing is like an event wouldn't need these videos if it was promoted properly as an event. Like I would just suggest that you come up, if you want to start an event, have like a content and marketing plan already where you have people that, you know, support you, do this stuff, do these videos. And also, consistency will help you grow a brand, right? Like we as artists, like have been consistent, and we've got to the level we're on now because of the content or the music, whatever it is, right? Our social media presence. But in the same time, man, like as an event, you need to also do it because you're a business. We're a business too, like as artists at the end of the day. And if you don't like promote your business yourself, you can't rely on us and be like, okay, we can't sell tickets when you have like 500 followers on your profile. Like nothing's wrong with that, but what have you done to like grow it?
Exactly.
You know, so I played in Malaysia, man. Like I'm just sorry to interrupt you, but I really need to put this as an example. So I played in Malaysia, and it was their first ever like event. I was the first person they booked for a new event. And dude, up until this day, sometimes I jump on TikTok and I still see promotion like videos coming from in my algorithm from the event itself coming up again. And I'm like, bro, the event was like 3 months ago, but I'm still getting that. So imagine people are getting these in their algorithm because they've smashed the promotion like entirely the whole time. They had a plan. Also, when I was there, they did some content like funny stuff with me, and I really appreciate that because sometimes I'm uncomfortable like doing some things, but if you just ask me, like I'll just do it, whatever.
If it's well done,
you know.
So
we do them, but we always have the same conversation where like I'd love to see like the analytics behind it, like when they post the shout out, what actually happens. I'm saying that, but the feedback we've been hearing from all promoters is that most people are buying tickets last minute these days. So maybe I'm not saying that shouts are a good idea, but maybe that last week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I think just having a bit of background in like not running events myself, but analytics wise, I would say the most crucial time for running an event is like the first week and the last week. Yeah, these are where you get your
100%,
your most bang for buck sales, and obviously you have to come up with a strong announcement. And at the end of like the last week is like, why do people want to come to your event kind of thing, you know? So you gotta allow people these days, because there's only so many artists in the hardstyle scene, and we're all getting like, you know, rotated around everywhere. You got to give people a reason of not just coming for us as artists, because obviously we're providing the music, but then you have to also make events experience based.
Exactly.
And you see like there is places where they're really experience based, and doesn't matter who's playing, even if it's locals, they'll buy tickets and go. Like, I'll use an example which is really, really strong, is like Transition in Perth. So they have like 3 to 4 conceptual events a year, and sometimes they can sell thousands of tickets from just locals from Sydney, Melbourne, or whatever. So that tells you the brand speaks for itself, not just booking artists.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like the whole point of having events is not just creating, like, just anyone can pay for, you know, like anyone with money or something, they can pay for Rebellion. But then when the Rebellion comes and they have like an empty room because the event wasn't like promoted properly.
That never happens, bro, but yeah.
I'm just hypothetically speaking. We know you guys are
that
hot
never
truck,
happens.
but it's just like, I just feel like it's bad for both the promoter and the artist.
Yeah.
It makes you look bad, because they think, oh, like, you know, Rebellion doesn't pull numbers, but in the reality, it's like the event is not pulling the numbers, not us.
Would you not say though nowadays most promoters are doing it only financial reasons, right?
I think
which is
yes,
I understand that, but I don't think there's many promoters that are like, you know what, I want to bring hardstyle to this country, or I want to do this, or I want to.
You can tell which parties are like passionate.
I was
gonna
say this.
You can tell who's passionate.
You can tell by the lineups and by the quality of the parties, right? That's how I would put it in perspective. Like, just generalization, like generalizing. Sometimes parties were not selling out these days because you're not really giving people what they want, bro. Most parties these days are like friends and family, bro. Like, if I know you, I'll book you, but if I don't know you, it doesn't matter how much numbers you have or whatever it is. You just
for example, right? Like, for example, if I was a new party, right, and I wanted to do my own party, I would be looking at it as like maybe like a 5-party plan. You know what I mean? Like, so the
100%.
first 2 is, I'm not thinking about the money. I'm thinking, okay, even if we break even or we lose money because we're going to do the staging's going to be next level, and then you build up that, because actually, like you said a minute ago, like there's anybody can book anyone, but it's an experience. Like, the thing that techno's done well, and I have to give them it, is that they've done that. They've done that. So like, you have the parties like Unreal, Teletech. Like, I think that they don't need to post the lineup, to be honest.
Bro, like, techno parties right now, they just started using like fireworks and all the cool stuff that Hardstyle's been doing for fucking years, right? Because the parties started, you know, like organically, they post like more people than artists, in my opinion. Like, you know, like you see all the
vibe and shit, right?
All the girls dress really well. All the guys are like built and, you know, jacked, and they're just dancing, having a good time. And instantly people, because of social media now and TikTok, like, they'll look at that like, oh, I can just wear black and like go to an event and do whatever I want and get recorded. Well, I want to be like this. I want to be the next person in that reel.
I know I'm biased, right? I know I'm biased because obviously we are hardstyle producers and DJs, but hardstyle is still much better. And I know like people are going to say like, oh, it's an opinion, right? But I still think that hardstyle, when you go to a hardstyle party, it's more consistently higher energy. Whereas I think techno is very good at taking out moments.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And which is fine, because some people like that. That's the vibe people like, you know, like, it's not always, but the thing that I still love about hardstyle is that the energy is, especially like a good hardstyle party, in my opinion, would always beat
100%. I can also speak of experience, because I go to parties in my spare time when I don't have any gigs or
every weekend.
Guys, my career. Like, look, what I'm trying to say is, when I have free time, like, I've been to Tegenrad's, if I said it right, it's the hardest word ever. I've been to Verknips a few times, and I've been to like other smaller events too. The biggest thing that I like, as someone who loves music, I stand there for like 6-7 hours in the crowd, and all I can, the the excitement starts at the beginning and it starts to slowly fade away. And by the way, this is just my opinion because like I go sober to events. I just want to appreciate the music and have a good time. But what I see is the vibe just becomes repetitive, right? And it kind of like the energy goes down slowly. Still cool parties. I feel like people dance everywhere. Like I really love the on stage experience when like they allow people. Like I fucking hate the clean policy shit in Hardstyle. Dude, like Rebellion Indoor did like a stage where it's like, let's call it boiler room for the sake of explaining it properly. They did like a boiler room setup, and dude, that was honestly hands down one of the best fucking sets I experienced in Hardstyle so far in that scale, because I felt like I was in the crowd myself, doing 360s, looking at everyone, pointing, like shaking hands, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
I love that shit. Like I really enjoy the boiler room setup because it makes you as an artist feel connected, and like I wish I could clone myself and go in the crowd while I'm playing, because I genuinely enjoy the music too, and I have a lot of fun, right? But that is the best vibe, and that's why people also appreciate like the music more, because you feel like one with the music. The DJ doesn't feel above the crowd. You're like, people are already on the same level as you. As dumb as it sounds, bro, because you're put on like elevated stage, it's like people are just looking at you the whole time. But when the smallest thing, which is getting them on stage with you, now they feel like included into the experience. And that's why I really love the boiler room setups. And I just really wish that we get some bigger main stages starting to do that too. And getting rid of that clean policy stage, man, because I feel like it just creates so fucking much of a vibe. And
I like it in some settings, but I must admit I've had a couple where I've been not that impressed by it. I get what you mean though, the more a thing, but I think with Hardstyle as well, it's a bit more like show orientated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which makes it a bit more different. But it just
I
depends.
understand from like a main stage point of view. Like for example, Rebirth did it last year when they did the main stage for the indoor main stage. I think it was cool. They still
I thought that version of it was pretty cool.
That was cool.
It's not too closed off. You know what I mean?
Because what I understand is what I see is like our people are not used to that.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah, and we're old school. We're
no.
never
What I'm
used
saying,
to that.
like the crowd is not used to those things. So,
on Hardstyle.
Because they're like, oh shit, I can be on stage, because they've been going to events for so long. They're not used to that feeling of like, oh, it's becoming repetitive. Like we've been there so many times.
Yeah, it's a new concept.
Yeah, whereas in techno, bro, every party has the same thing. Like you've seen boiler room videos where literally like the people are here.
I don't like that one.
You can't move, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like that one. That would freak me out.
But people are respectful, and they know, like, at least 99% of the people are respectful. They know their boundaries because they're used to that. But because our people, like in the crowd, are not used to that. So you got to slowly nurture them.
Bro,
to,
if
like,
someone was
understand.
standing in the booth and one of those microwave Zag kicks dropped,
you press pause on it. I don't like that, bro. Pause.
Yeah, of course. But like in techno, bro, like no one cares. Like I genuinely think no one really cares. And this is fucking controversial, but I don't think people actually go there for the music. It's more for the experience.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Because, bro, it's the same lineups every weekend.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that these people can, like, bro, if you were playing every fucking weekend in the same frequency as them, would you be able to keep up, like, musically?
Probably not, no.
Yeah, that's why they rely so heavily on, like, other people's music. Yeah, they might, some of them, I've met a few of the techno guys, and
for the texting files, you met them?
No. Prior to that, bro. Prior to that, but and I've met some of the guys, and they're pretty cool. They're nice. Like, it really depends who it is, right? Some of them are just like a bit, don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm too good for you. And some of them are like cool. Like all the guys that are coming up now or have been noticed like from last year until now.
Yeah,
they're really cool boys, man. Like I've really enjoyed being around them. They also support my music, and I really appreciate that. But what I'm trying to say is like, because they play so frequent, I feel like they don't have time to increase the production value or even like pump out enough quantity of music to support that.
They're making music for moments.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
What I mean, like,
but then like to be a bit transparent. A lot of people say my music is made for moments because of the type of kicks I use and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's bullshit, because if you've been to one of my sets, you can see the whole set is one massive chunk of a moment. And I can proudly say that, not from an egotistical way of speaking, but more of like, I trust my music, and I've seen it in people's faces and the reactions I get live, and how people are like so into it.
I think you can also hear progression in your music. Like there's a big difference between like the Wall of Toza now to like Medicine and stuff
100%,
like that. You make progress. So.
But that's why we make music in a certain way where the progression of the set will always be in a journey style storytelling thing. So where it starts really energetic, dancey, it becomes a bit more darker and more sing along and melodic, and then it becomes faster towards the end. So every song is in a spot because
it's doing something for the set.
Because it's doing something for the set.
Yeah.
And I honestly, like, when we come up with newer concepts, we just refresh like songs that like in that spot. You know what I mean? So
no, we do the same thing. Like we do like every year we do like a bonker style song.
Exactly.
Junkie, like
so
Zag
you go
and
back to
Paris.
like your discography, and then you just see what worked.
Yeah.
And then be like, okay, well, this is now a bit outdated. It's not doing its magic anymore on the dance floor. So let's get something in the same direction, but has a better impact because, you know, we've leveled up. And
you want to be better, yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we do things. And honestly, like producing music, myself and my co-producer, like most of the time, sometimes we get like a month or two without doing anything musically because it's either a dead period or we have a big backed up music that we need to release. And we also have key moments we work towards. But it really depends, you know, like it depends on the time and place. You don't want to like make 6 tracks, 7 tracks, play them in one set. Then when are you going to release them?
Yeah.
You got to always, these days as an artist, you need to like be very strategic with what you do, and also don't give too much too quickly.
Yeah.
The growth will become a bit more steady and you're kind of in control of your growth. You pick your moments, you pick where you're premiering this track and with who and why. It becomes a bit more like a strategy instead of just going with the flow kind of thing.
I agree with you, but for us as Rebellion, I've noticed that we have more chance of creating something new if we are doing it in amongst more than one thing. So like an album, a live act, something like that.
Yeah.
It might just be us, but that I've always noticed that. So yeah, if we do track by track, then we will make consistent tracks. But if we want to do something maybe that, you know what I mean, like we wouldn't have done before, or that's elevated to another level, I think it needs to be amongst other things for some reason.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but also you're a different level than me, so.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like years ahead of me career-wise.
Yeah.
And I think just looking at everyone's, like, I'm a big music nerd when it comes to like understanding why are people in specific positions. It's because I've followed their journey. I see what they've done different. I see what way they pick their right moments and stuff. Like, no disrespect to anyone, but bro, like if you're releasing music for like a year or two and you're just starting to play, why the fuck are you making a live act already?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I started releasing music January 2023 and I still don't have a live act, don't have an album. And mainly because I just don't think it's necessary and you're selling yourself short too quickly and you're running out of those wild cards. I think
you don't want to be a Power Ranger, right?
Maybe I do. Who knows?
That's what you would be. But what year did you start listening to Hardstyle then? What was the year?
2011 or 12.
So you were already in Australia by that point.
Yes, that's where I discovered it. So it was at school. I was like 14 at the time. It was 2012.
Who was it then?
The elites, bro. Like fucking Brendan Hart, Headhunters, Wild Styles, those boys.
And then you obviously discovered a bit more like gearboxy stuff.
Around 2015. So it was really, I think it was pretty quick. Where I went from listening to like the Aussies like Curb Black, Tone Shifters, Audio Freak, then slowly branched out to like 2015 Gearbox, where I think D-Star was releasing there.
Yeah. Unbeatable, I think. Was one of the ones.
And then you've had like Regain also. I discovered in 2015 also. And then eventually what got me to like you guys, for example, was that one fucking Facebook video of you guys in the containers at Indigo 2016.
Oh yeah.
The infamous video, you know?
That was badass.
I saw it on my newsfeed and I was like, holy fuck, what is this? Then I started digging on YouTube and like found your Spotify, then you released Uprising, and that's the rest is history. We're here now. So yeah, that's where like my passion came for like that type of role.
And when did you think like, okay, I want to get involved with this?
To be honest, like producing wise, around like 2019, because I never thought of like why I started DJing, and I've said this many times, is because in Australia at that time there was no you guys, no one listened to you guys. It was like new style, euphoric, blah blah blah, right? So I was like, well, I've been going to Massive for like a year now, and I really want to start pushing the music. Like I want to see you guys play there, or like everyone else that I used to listen to. So that's why I picked up DJing. DJing was mainly to jump on stage and play whatever the fuck I want that I like to hear, and whoever likes it, likes it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my mentality came from. Like, I just do what I like. If people like it, people will like it. And eventually, like, the side stage I was playing at, the second stage at Massive, started to get more full. And then people started to appreciate the music. And I think within like 4 or 5 months, something like that, I was already on the main stage at Massive. Like as a closing act or something a bit more hard.
And you were playing mostly like gearboxy kind of.
Yeah. All gearboxy stuff. As a DJ, you also have to respect some time slots that you used to play in. Like I've warmed up for many big artists, and I was always told like, make sure you play this, make sure you don't go hard. But as a DJ, like you don't have really leg to stand on if you want that slot. But eventually I was like, nah, like I really want to play what I want. So yeah, sometimes I used to take risks a little bit and just kind of like bypass what people tell me to do. But, you know, like a bit of a rebel. Yeah, wink, wink.
We done the same in the beginning.
But then, you know, like you get called egotistical, disrespectful, blah, 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 all that stuff, and not respecting people. But I will always back myself and say, if you're a fucking headliner and people are buying tickets to you, I don't give a shit if they play up-tempo before you, people will still fucking love your music.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
And after all these years, holding that as a fucking really strong point, I played in Mexico and I played first, like first headliner. Barber played after me, and then Frontliner was the third headliner and played, and the vibe was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And that tells you that if the fucking music is good,
if you're a real headliner,
good,
you
bro.
shouldn't be worried about what someone's going to play before.
And also, sometimes you stand out a bit more. Like a frontliner would have stood out way more.
Yeah,
because it was totally different.
Because it's like a lot of people were confused about it. Like outside of that community
in Holland, it's not normal to do that.
Yeah,
In
but
Europe,
again,
no,
like every artist should have their own following, and you see it like a lot of times where one person finishes, you see fucking everyone leaving, but then the next batch will come in.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the reality of things, bro. Like if people like your music, they'll come and watch you wherever you are.
Literally, the only thing that would annoy me from someone playing before me or support would be to play our music or something that's
a no-no.
Something that's not ours but is like basically ours.
Similar
you know
style.
I mean? Like,
Then
you're like, come on, you know that we would play that.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
That's pretty obvious or something. But nah, to be honest, like every time we play like a show, club show or something like that, the
100%
support act's ripping it up, man.
Yeah.
But you can't be scared as an artist.
Nah,
like,
bro.
If you're self-conscious about that, then you ain't the real
100%,
deal.
bro. 100%.
You've not came with the right tools.
The biggest thing for me, man, like when I walked into my Melbourne show from my last tour, I went to every single local I could find, and I was like, listen, you play the fucking best set you can ever play today. I don't care how hard you go. I don't care what you do. Even the promoter, because the promoters were also playing. I was like, boys, I don't want to hear this fucking respect the headliner bullshit. Like, go and play whatever you want.
Yeah.
And bro, like, they were ripping up like AR gang music, like all the mad sing-alongs, heavy fucking kicks, noise floor, whatever the fuck they were playing before me. People were having the best fucking time.
Yeah.
I still had a great set. But the people now being exposed to these artists and their style of playing because they enjoyed themselves, they gave the people a good experience. Now these locals, every time they play, they're going to be supported more and more.
Yeah.
Because now they're like, oh, fuck, last time I went to this party, this local played this, I really like him.
Yeah, exactly.
Before, bro, like locals are not taken seriously, man, sometimes. But it also depends which locals, right? I feel like some locals, if you present yourself in a really good way and push something different, and that's how you create your fan base.
Yeah.
The sold out nights are where you need to invest in your locals.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like you need to put people who can back themselves up musically or even like DJing wise, mixing skills, whatever it is, bro. Like at the end of the day, a DJ is just as important as a producer, in my opinion, because you're the one also like reading the crowd and presenting the music. And however you want to tell your story through music, it's up to you.
100%.
It's a lot of freedom with DJing because you can just fucking mix whatever you want.
Play whatever you want.
Yeah.
And when did you first like hear Zag kicks back then? What was your? Can you remember your first memory of like what the fuck?
Yeah, DLM, bro.
That was the first one you had.
100%. Yeah. I mean, like I don't know if you consider like the Dark Horror stuff before DLM. Like also,
It was quite fast back then.
it was
right?
fast.
Yeah.
It was really fast. So, but the slow ones, like definitely like from DLM.
And did you know then, like, okay, I want to do something like that?
No, honestly, like I said, I never back to the whole producing thing, right? Because I think we missed the whole fucking question point, right? So, eventually, just before COVID, like 2019, I enrolled in a production course, which is a diploma of diploma of electronic music production. And then 3 months in, bro, like COVID happened, and I was forced to basically focus on my job.
Mm-hmm.
I was working 14 hours a day, and there's no way I was already studying full time and working full time. So this how was my week, right? Monday, I'll wake up at 7 a.m. I will quickly like get ready, go to the station, drop off my car, catch an hour train to the city, go to class, be at class at 9, and I have 9 to 5. So 9 a.m. to 5 is my last class finishing. But I used to always skip the last class because then I had to also catch a train back, jump into my car, get changed quickly, drive to work to start my shift at 7 and finish at 2:45 a.m. So that was the Monday. And then drive like 20 minutes to get back home, you know, have a shower, sleep, wake up 7 a.m. again and do the same thing. Wednesday was off. And then Thursday I had like a 12 p.m. start. But bro, up until like Wednesday, I've had no fucking sleep basically. I did that for 3 months. And then when I had to get like COVID happened, lockdown, whatever, I had to do online studying, but it was still full time, man. So like I still have to attend lectures and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I was also working 13 hours a day because my job was essential. I worked at Post, like Australia Post. So basically, we're the only people delivering shit to people. You know what I mean? Like,
more people were probably
100%, bro. Like we had an influx of like, bro, we were working Saturday, Sunday, every fucking day of the week. I did 58 days straight, 13 hours a day until one of my team members got, like he caught COVID. And back then we didn't have like the technology we had after like a few weeks after that to track everything properly. So the moment someone contracts something, if you've interacted with them for more than an hour or two, you're out for 14 days. Doesn't matter if you have COVID or not. So the whole team got dismantled.
And would you deliver the mail or did you receive the mail?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's asking if you're the postman.
Are you the
Or the
postman or the
post
post box?
No. Fuck, man. Okay, I get that. That was a good
You
one.
put that in the chamber for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Depends who it is.
Nah, I'm the guy who sorts the mail.
Oh, you saw them.
Yeah, I'm the support system. You know?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
hey
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
you know that meme with the pigeon, saying, "You guys want any bread?"
yeah.
Yeah, have you seen it? You've seen it before?
Yeah.
And then the two guys on the lake. It's like obviously Photoshop, but like it's just funny. You guys need anything? That's me,
Shit.
bro. That's me. So I'm not
you're
the
fixing
postman or the
shit.
thing. I'm the guy in between that makes everything happen. Yeah. So yeah, basically because I was working so much, and at that time also like I made some bad financial.
Crypto.
No, I didn't even know fucking crypto back then. I mean, obviously I heard about it, but didn't really have. It was the cars, bro.
Oh.
I could, bro. It's so much easier to just say I used to gamble, but it's not. I just really fucking just got full-time job. Like I got promoted from being a casual worker to full-time, and I went straight away and bought an S15. like a Sylvia. Like
it's basically gambling, though, right?
I don't know, bro. I mean, it's my first car. I just got a full-time job. I was like, yeah, I'll take out a 30K loan.
Fuck it.
Go buy a car, use 10K to fix it up if it needs anything. But I didn't do that because I was receiving 30K of savings from my family that I've saved up. And I was like, I don't want to wait like a month. I just got this job. Like, I'm just going to get a loan. Loan got approved. And I was like, okay, in a month when I get the 30K, I just put it back into the loan. And that's basically the same thing. What I fucking did, bro, I went and modified the shit out of the car. 6 weeks later, actually, I shouldn't really be talking about this because I did sell the car, so I don't want to talk about the history of the car. Yeah, anyways. So allegedly, I had like a couple of dings, and I used to also like maybe go to like skid pans and drift it. This was like 5 years ago, so I'm sure if the car has survived the past 5 years, kudos to the owner. But it was a clean car. I didn't fucking sell a shit car. It's just like people are always like, oh, it's been an accident. Like it's shit. No, bro. It was freshly resprayed. Everything was built. Like when I gave it to the person, I haven't even driven it for like 6-7 months because I really continued maintaining it. But because I had so much bad luck with it, I just didn't want to drive it anymore.
Yeah.
It was like a love-hate relationship. So I just kept it in my mate's garage, and I just like got it all like polished and everything was done. And then some kid just came and bought it. But I lost so much money.
That kid is now dead.
Nah.
Cars are never good financial decisions though, like ever.
So I was really forced to pay off all my like debt and loan and stuff like that. I was forced to work a lot. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I need to pay off this shit. And I'm in a really bad financial situation. And like now COVID happened and all the producers and all the music artists and everything they're just sitting at home not making money.
Yeah.
So like, do I really want to pursue something like this when I'm in a situation that's like really heavy financially? I was like, honestly, no. I'm grateful I have a fucking job and I'm just gonna work and pay off my but I was paid off by the time COVID finished. Like I've pumped it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a big amount of money. Like I just literally put my head down. I was like, I need to be debt free, and I just like worked my ass off. So got out of that. Then COVID finished, and then I quit my music fucking thing. Bro, I'm like going all over the place, but the story makes sense. You can re-listen to this again later. But yeah, I quit my I quit my course because it was all money being counted on me. But it wasn't cheap. It was like fucking $4,000 a unit. You know what I mean? It's not cheap.
No.
So I ended up racking up $20,000 of debt on my like student loans for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
And prior to that, I also tried to study accounting. So, bro, by the time I paid all that shit off, I was so free, bro. I was like sick.
Yeah.
And yeah, just basically went on, worked for 2 years, paid off all my shit. And then, COVID finished. And then I was like, fuck, we can DJ now again and stuff properly. But when I went back on the decks, bro, it just didn't feel the same. Honestly, it didn't. I was like, this is like boring. Like, yeah, I'm playing, but...
Because of the music or what?
No, because of... You're just another DJ, bro.
You feel like something was missing.
Yeah, something was definitely missing, right? But then I'm also still like paying off the last bits of my debt and stuff. And I was just like, well, I can't really quit my job and fucking start from scratch. And like, I don't have savings at the moment. So I'm just finishing up the last bits and pieces of my debt. So what do I do now? Like, so then I was just like, I genuinely was looking for ghost producers. I was like asking people like, hey, would you like, I'm pretty sure I asked you guys too at one stage.
Can't remember.
Maybe I asked you, like, definitely.
Yeah.
I remember having, like, bringing this up.
We would have said no anyway, bro.
Oh, you guys were, like, peaking at that time, so you were a bit busy, but...
I peaked in high school, bro.
Yeah, so basically, like, I've asked a couple of people, and then it was just, like, charging ridiculous amounts. I'm like, bro, how can you charge this amount of money for someone that hasn't even, like, even tested the waters with them? What if the music is shit?
Yeah,
exactly.
You need to find someone that you can have a good relationship. Like we're in this together,
exactly.
And when we make it, we're gonna share the
100%
the treasure.
100%. Exactly right. And I agree with that mentality because I'm really a giving person when it comes to having my people around me and whoever supports me.
So you are the post box.
Anyways, so I'm really big on that. Like what you just said, because I feel like if people invest time and even sometimes money in me, bro, like I would fucking pay it 10 times more because you trusted me. And you also get to this mentality because you get denied so many times with shit. So, and you trust yourself. At the end of the day, bro, I trust my ability. I know my work ethics are amazing. Anyone can back it up. And I'm only saying this because I can back myself up. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying this from an ego perspective. It's because I can back myself up with whatever I say.
Facts, baby.
Exactly. So when it comes to doing that, I always pay back people that invest their time and money in me, or like just trust me, because it makes me proud. And it makes me push even harder, because I would never want to disappoint someone, bro.
No.
Whatever I do, like if you literally give me like, let's say your car, and because it's happened in the past where like I've been trusted with things and I fucked up. So then it just made me learn that like I can't really go through that again and make people feel this way, because they've trusted me, they've put time and effort into me. So I need to make sure everything goes right. So if someone wants to give me their car, make sure treat it better than I would treat my cars, because if it's my car, bro, fucking
You're taking it and drifting
around the corner, man, you know what I mean? Like, but because it's not my car, bro, like I can't really do that shit.
Yeah.
So I really, even if you trust me with a secret, before like growing up, I would say it to like people. You know, you say your best friend tells it to his best friend, you're fucked, because everyone knows now.
Yeah.
But right now, bro, I don't care who you are. If it's something I can't tell you because someone trusts me with it, I'll never fucking tell you.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
That's a currency these days, bro.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter how close we are,
And
bro. Like,
it's hard to find as well. That's the thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
well-
when you do find it, people really appreciate it. Well, I know I do.
the thing is why people haven't reached a level like this is because they've never had consequences to
That's it.
go with their actions.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people get away with many things, because they've never had a
You also see it on the
consequence.
flip side of people that do make it and it goes to their head and they can't handle this like
Exactly.
fame, and they turn into like
Exactly.
this kind of,
Exactly.
because they've never had the consequences
100%.
before.
And that's why, like, I really appreciate my upbringing and everything that's happened to me in life, because it teaches, like, even working at a really young age. I was at work 14 and like almost 15 years old. I was working, and you know, I had 3 jobs in my life, but I'm a really long-term employee, so like I don't like jumping between jobs. So I've had only three full-time jobs in my like life, and it just really teaches you a lot, bro. Like, especially my last job taught me so much, man. Like, about me, like what I'm capable of doing, how much can I push my career, whether it's work or in music or whatever. Teaches you these things, bro. And because I'm also having whatever's happening to me, success, I don't know what people call it these days. I don't see it as, I see I'm succeeding, but I'm not successful. It's 2 different things, in my opinion. Because being successful means you've kind of reached the pinnacle or the end goal, but succeeding means you're still in the journey of doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you can never get too complacent, man.
Exactly. So when people like praise me and tell me like, "Oh, you're doing so well," blah blah blah, like I really appreciate that, but I try to filter where it's coming from. Is it
There's
coming
some
from
people
an
that
envy?
rely
or-
on that as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I need someone to tell me that.
It,
I'm
wo-
not
it
right
works
now,
both
bro.
ways though, bro. I look at it like my number one pet peeve is when I meet someone who does both ways. You know, like they're really high and then they're really low and then they're really high.
Yeah.
Like if something bad happens, you also shouldn't panic, and then if something good happens, you also shouldn't be like you say like, oh yeah, I've made it, because both sides is bad. Like we try and do that as much as possible.
Of course, man. Of course. And at the end of the day, bro, if you're passionate and you love what you're doing, you need to always remember why you started this shit.
Yeah.
And then doesn't matter what level you are at. I'm a big believer, like I'll just use this as an example from like my previous job, right? If you reach a big position, eventually you're going to leave it and go even bigger. So why not invest in people that are coming up and wanting to do the same thing to come up and take your position so you can move into a bigger position?
Yeah.
I think that's the fucking biggest flex ever.
Yeah, but
If you
most people are
invest in
threatened though, right? Like that's
But that's the
probably
other
one, like-
the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Right? You have people who are like really like the alpha dogs that they know they're fucking really good and they trust their ability. So they have nothing to lose really, because they know they can do better than what they're doing now. Right? Who invest in people and bring them up. And then you have the other people who are comfortable where they are. And the moment they sniff out that there's someone potentially can take what they have, they immediately flip on the aggression.
Yeah.
They become attack mode straight away. But that's because they are either not capable of pushing more and they've reached like their pinnacle, or they've just really comfortable where they are and they just lost their passion or whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So it all depends on your goals and what you're like.
I think
what you're capable of.
I think a lot of people these days try and pretend like they are or they can do everything. But the reality of anything successful is it's not one person. It doesn't matter who you see. Like you see the peak of something and you think, okay, it's them. But actually, most of the time, there's been influence from loads of things. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
You know,
I mean, there's half of these artists that are coming up now, like even established ones, they have teams behind it, bro.
Of course.
You can't tell me that you can do everything on your own, bro.
Not these days.
You can't.
No.
Me personally, I can speak from my own perspective. Is until now, I really don't have like a crazy team behind me. I only have my co-producer and my agency and the label. That's literally my team.
Yeah.
I do all the social media myself. I do all the concept creation myself. And then I just send all the ideas to my co-producer, and then he just creates the magic, man. Like
we do everything also ourselves, but it's more like I think I was more meaning like people these days, they don't know their own skill. So for example, like Raymond's more technical than me, obviously at producing, and I would say that my strong point is maybe creativity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of people out there that try and be something they're not. You know what I mean? It's like I'm going to be that guy, but maybe that's not your skill. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
If you're, for example, if you're not good at social media, right, and it's just you just don't get it, then get someone that does.
Exactly.
Like, don't try and pretend and be
There's
like
too much pride, bro. And the whole pretending thing, I want to also touch on that. Is like people need to be as authentic. Or they need to be authentic, not just as authentic. They need
people
to be.
People can smell it off you, bro. See, if you're not authentic,
bro.
people can fucking feel it, man.
And what you try to prove as well, because if you're not actually good at something, then eventually that comes out
It'll
anyway.
catch up to you, man. It'll fucking catch up to you. I'm telling you, man. Like that's why I try to. Like I'm not a fucking, preacher, but anyone who asks me for advice, doesn't matter who they are, I'll tell them the exact same thing. Yeah. Right? Do what you like, be authentic, and show people how you are, even like the same person you are around your friends. Like just be that fucking person, bro. There's no need to jump on the camera and pretend like you're something that you're not, because that will catch up to you eventually, because you're gonna be sick of how fake you are one day and be like, fuck, that's actually not me. I'm sick of doing this shit. You lose track
of who you actually are.
Exactly. You become two different people.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I walk into backstage, if I'm like in the crowd, if I'm like with my friends, if I'm like with anyone like shopping, whatever, I dress the same.
It's the same, yeah.
I talk the same. I fuck around with people the same.
I heard the first half of that.
Fuck the same.
No.
I do the same. I fuck the hell.
No, and I'm just always the same, bro. Like I will stand and back myself up if I'm being wronged the same way, whether it's with this guy or that guy, friend, whatever it is, right? I genuinely think I'm good at being authentic when it comes to expressing myself. I'm a very emotional person. Sometimes I do bury some of my emotions in specific situations because I've grew up and my upbringing kind of made me learn things, and I've become very desensitized to many things. So that's why, like, for example, the Reddit shit, if I was reading that shit like 10 years ago, I'd be fucking losing my shit.
Yeah.
But because my life taught me to grow crocodile fucking skin and have the thickest fucking skin ever, sometimes I just don't give a fuck.
So why are you reading it then? What's the benefit?
I read it. No, listen, this is funny. I read it for entertainment purposes because I feel like reading these things is good because you kind of see what people think about you, not because you care about it. It's more so like, what are people actually like judging? Because I laugh at it. I find it entertaining because someone will jump in and say, oh, his music is dog shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, but like, what are you basing that on? Is it like your music taste or the quality?
Yeah, but do you want to know my argument to this? Right?
Tell me.
You have consciousness and subconsciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have the things that you're actually thinking. So you're thinking, this is not affecting me. I think that guy's wrong. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think, especially when you're creative, you have subconscious, that's you don't actually think about it, but it's affecting what you're doing. So if you're reading, so say for example, like people are like, oh, this style's not good, and you're like, no, that's not true, and you're really, that's all you're looking at. I think subconsciously you start to kind of believe that, and then when you have something in front of you, you maybe do change what you think. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I try my best to not look at it.
Look, I'm not going to disagree with you, But I can also give my own opinion on what you said, saying that at the end of the day, bro, if you trust your ability, and I mean, music taste changes too, but I don't think it influences my music taste.
And the problem with Reddit as well, and that I can't even give it a chance, is because it doesn't represent.
No,
That it does not represent the scene.
And I'll tell you why it doesn't, because people are okay. My profile, you can see it's me. You know my name. Any artist, you know it's them because they have their real names, like artist names, whatever, right? But the people that are talking, as far as I know, bro, they don't exist. Mainly because I can't put a face to how you look like. You're hiding behind an account. Maybe not the intention of hiding, but at the end of the day, bro, you're voicing your opinion anonymously. And why should I take you seriously? Because as far as I know, bro, like as far as I think, actually, you're just a fucking bot.
Yeah, you could be trolling. Yeah,
You're just a bot who has never been to my sets, maybe not even fucking real, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if someone, a lot of people actually come up to me too, bro. Like, look, we don't really like your music. In person, by the way. We don't like your music, but we respect what you do, and I think you're doing great.
That's a fair comment, though, right?
Bro, I fucking shake their hand. I'm like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, and I hope one day you like one of my tracks.
bro. We had that for the
Shake hands, see you later.
We had that for the first 4 years, and
Yeah.
from a lot of big artists, and those are the ones that I still respect. Those artists that were honest, but the ones who were like, yeah, two-faced, you know, I always remember them.
100%, bro. And like I have like 2 to 3 people on Reddit who always, every single time, something they don't feel like is good, or they have an opinion about, or they start shitting on my name or whatever it is, they'll comment and say things, and it's always the same people. But when there's something that's being praised, and I think, you know, something that's really good in their opinion, even in their fucking opinion, but they would never admit it.
Yeah,
They will never say, oh, look, to be honest, like, yeah, I might not have liked this and this and this previously, but I think this is cool.
and is that what the new one with the Strakers? It's a diss track, right, to Reddit.
Yeah. So that started as a diss track, basically.
Yeah,
Not mainly like, not like we give a shit, because I just feel like we're one of the most spoken people about
and
in Reddit.
has there been like a thread on Reddit about it?
Not yet.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. These people are smart, bro. They're not gonna give you that
Not yet.
the satisfaction.
But you'll see when it's released, it will happen.
Did this is Hardstyle? Did that have a thread?
Oh, Hardstyle is Back was
Hardstyle's
one
Back,
of
yeah.
the most upvoted posts of that month on Reddit, bro.
What were people saying?
Bro, a lot of people like, this is fucking cool.
Really?
Bro, we
I've
can
done the opposite, bro.
we can go through the post later, but bro, a lot of people pointed out the artwork. A lot of people pointed out just how much of a fuckery it is.
Yeah, I think that's why they can respect it, because you're being
they
like,
understood.
this is like,
Yeah, they
taking
understood the
shots.
message behind it, bro.
you know,
bro, it's
the,
just
the
fun,
artwork
man.
was fucking unbelievable, man.
So I just want to clear something up with the artwork,
Because it was a first version as well, right?
Project One.
I've never really spoken about this yet, so I'd like to clarify.
Exclusive.
I'd like to clarify the whole concept. So the whole concept came as a meme to basically highlight what's happening in the scene. This one wasn't actually targeted at Reddit. It was mainly like how people were going to the OG direction.
Yeah, Hardstyle's back, bro.
You know, like the whole OG thing, blah blah blah, and how like bounce up tempo is the best thing ever, and all this crap, right? Respect to all these guys, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Good on them, right? I don't care. What I'm trying to say is, I want it to be on the opposite spectrum of what people wanted. So when we created this concept, it was kind of like dreamy about like what is the best scenario in the fucking scene of like how people want things to be, or the most vocal people actually. And then that's when we started like the whole, you know, close your eyes and imagine a world, you know, with no sidekicks, blah, blah, blah. And then we're telling them like, bro, wake up, wake the fuck up. It's not actually reality.
Yeah.
Come back to reality, you know? And that's when the riff comes in, blah, blah, blah. And the kicks were the most extreme thing you can ever fucking put on a track.
Yeah.
The whole track is stupid, bro.
Yeah.
But I love it.
As you sent me it when we were actually driving to a festival, and we put it on in the car, and it was the first song in a long time where I actually laughed, like a burst out laughing.
Yeah. It was so controversial, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of fucking music. You just express
But the responses were actually pretty good, though, right?
Dude, it's a fucking hit.
Yeah, I
It's
think that's why
insane.
people like can look at it the way it is, because you're not being like, oh, this is like this is what hardstyle should sound like.
No,
or something,
I just
you know
threw
what I mean?
It's a
bro,
joke. It's
we
funny,
just threw the fucking burner. I never said I don't talk about my music, bro, online. Like I could just come, oh, bro, this track is this. And I don't give a fuck. We release the track, people like it. We put a TikTok, people like it. Cool. If they don't, I'll move on because at the end of the day, I like the fucking song I'm releasing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like whether it streams like 10K or fucking 1 million, doesn't matter. I put it out there because I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing music for people that, you know.
Yeah,
Now, when you
want
start
me
to have that approach to music,
Yeah,
that's when it starts
exactly.
to go.
100%, man.
Okay, I've got one for you, right?
Tell me.
And you need to give an answer.
Okay.
What's the best Zag kick ever made? Ever,
The best, in my opinion.
in your opinion, ever?
Can I choose one of like ours?
If you really believe that. If you really believe it.
I think the main drop of Hardstyle is back. The first kick, the rolling Zag, like it's crazy, right? I think that is. I believe it's a signature sound at the
I
moment.
thought
for
you
me.
were going to say Wall of Toza. I'm quite disappointed.
No. That was okay. Fuck. I'm talking about now. But if I was to go all time, it's definitely the fucking main drop kick from All of Toza, man.
Yeah,
Holy
that slap, man.
fuck, bro.
Do you
When we
have one?
played my favorite Zag of all time. I don't know. I love them all individually. Just
Yeah, I think each one has its perks.
exactly. There's loads of like I said in the first episode.
first,
there's loads of shapes and
yeah.
sizes, man.
The first kind techno one was probably, in my opinion, like the one that I was like, oh, that could be more than just a shock. It was actually quite nice to listen to.
Yeah.
But the DLM one changed the scene, in my opinion.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
got
being big-headed, but it
Nah,
definitely
it's
it
fucking
changed
good,
the game.
bro. No, I
changed the
agree.
game.
I agree. 100%.
I think that was the first time it was used in a scenario that was like kind of
Yeah.
went a bit viral or something. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because I hadn't really heard it in like a popular way yet.
Yeah,
If you know what I mean.
I think one of your first also tries was the track with Hard Driver.
Earthquake.
Yeah,
Earthquake. I think that was weak as fuck.
It
just
was
saying.
it was not good.
But
You know,
it
the
was
problem
kind of
was
going in that direction
the
of
problem
like,
with that was we started the track and it was in the key of A.
yeah, A.
And you can't make Zag in A. Well, you can these days, maybe a little bit bouncy tempo
Yeah,
kicks, but
yeah.
I mean, like those fat Zags, they need to be
Nah,
like
bro.
F
The
sharp,
low
F,
ones
G, F sharp.
G, yeah.
I didn't like G's and stuff anymore.
Huh?
I didn't like the G's and stuff anymore. Like the low ones now are they're just something different in those, you know.
It
It's
depends
more
what you're
power.
looking
Fair
for.
enough.
More
Depends.
power.
I can disagree, but
Yeah.
It's
Because
music- hey, music's-
most of your Zags are in G,
music
right?
Yeah, but yours are a bit different. I'd say yours are more like party. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like I said, for me, I think when it comes to kicks, doesn't matter if it's a Zag or not, time and place for everything.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
If it fits, if the shoe fits, wear it, bro.
If you're just trying to throw it in for the sake of it,
Nah,
then
we
you're
never
already-
try to force a specific kick in a track. We
No,
always do things because it makes sense
You
then
want
it
to do it,
works.
Yeah.
So
Right.
to go back a bit, like, how did you meet Mazza then? How did you know each other?
Basically, I met Connor first, but the way I met,
Stratosphere.
Connor Stratosphere. So the way I met Connor Stratosphere was basically I played at Massive, closing after Sick Mode in July 2022.
Mhm.
And then at that time, I think Connor was there definitely. I can't remember if Mazza was with him too, but Connor was definitely there. And then he shot me.
Mazza's your co-producer, by the way.
Yeah,
You should have introduced it.
Yeah,
People are like,
yeah.
who the fuck is Mazza?
yeah. Well, no, they trust me. They know. Whoever knows. But yeah, I'll introduce. I'll get to the whole story and make sure I clarify everything. But basically, yeah, he sent me an email booking wants to book me for his 21st birthday. And I never take private bookings because I think they're cringe and I don't like playing anything other than hardstyle because I just don't like other music for DJing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can appreciate the music, but I just don't like playing R&B or hip hop. I like listening to it, but I don't want to spin it,
Nah.
right? So I was like, okay, like let me just, because his email went to spam. So he messaged me a private DM on Instagram. So I opened it, I looked at it. All right, let's talk to him. So like, hey man, like I'll check the email, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh good bro, like what are you expecting? Like what do you want? How long is the party? I was asking questions about the party and he told me all the details. And then I was like, what's your budget? And the budget was good. I was like, oh, fuck, okay.
Fuck it.
I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just, because my theory is always if you overcharge, people will say no and you're not guilty anymore. You don't feel bad.
Yeah.
But he fucking said yes, man. So I was like, all right, now I have to commit to it. So I was like, fuck, man, like the bluff didn't work. So I was like, okay, I'm committed to this now. So let's make it work. But he also told me, like, he goes, look, man, I've got everything you need. Because another thing why I always get turned off from doing house parties and stuff, equipment. So I have to get, so basically they pay you like $500 or whatever it is, and you have to hire equipment for like 300, and then you're wasting your time basically doing something you don't like. But he was like to me, no, I'll pay you this, plus I have my own equipment, because I used to also do house parties and used to DJ at clubs, blah, blah, blah. So everything will be set up for you. I will also load my USBs for you, because I'll have all the playlists done for you. All you have to do is just come and play. I was like, bro.
Why didn't he just do it himself, bro?
Well, trust me, he got fucked that night. He was dead by 8:30 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Easy money then.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still continued, but I hated it because when he was having fun, I was playing hardstyle. So I was like, okay, cool, this is sick. But as soon as I'm not going to mention exactly what happened because I feel bad throwing people under the bus, but basically the tempo of the music changed because someone requested for us to change the music. So I changed it, and the moment he stopped dancing, he fucking vomited. He just passed out completely. He was gone. To the point, to the point they had to like shower him and wake him up. And I was like, I just want to leave now. Fuck, the party's basically over. But I was still playing R&B, and so I was like, fuck. But yeah, so basically, did the party. Like we agreed on things. Everything was smooth. I couldn't really say no to it. And then the party was in October. So between July and October, I was like still, doing the normal DJing and stuff. But I met him a couple of times at Massive after him messaging me. Brought him on stage once to just dance around and stuff, have a good time. And then during also that time, he was sending me like SoundCloud links of music of his. He was like, oh yeah, by the way, I also produce music. I was like, cool. So I'm curious, checked it out. And it was like Jim Hardstyle, but really well done Jim Hardstyle. Because like when you hear Jim Hardstyle, like, fuck, this is shit quality, blah, blah, blah.
What's the famous guy called again?
Tevez?
Is it him, the Australian guy who was like...
There's a couple of them, Adonis and shit.
Adonis, whatever.
He's your mate, right?
I've met him once, and it was like at a booking.
Best friend.
I don't know him. I don't know him personally. I've seen him once, and that's it. Like, then he got cancelled after. But basically, so did his birthday. Oh, he was sending me like music in between, and I checked it out. Quality was good, and I was like, "This is fucking sick." And it was always like Stratosphere and Mazza, or Mazza and Stratosphere, like Mazza and Stratosphere. Some of them were solo, and bro, he had like millions of fucking streams
on SoundCloud.
Like he had like a Darren Style, You're My Angel remix on SoundCloud and Spotify. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but anyways, it's removed now, so you can't chase him for royalties. But basically, like the SoundCloud one had like 4 million or something. Jesus. And the SoundCloud, the Spotify one allegedly had 3.6 million or something. So it was crazy, but I was like, fuck, these guys are like good, you know what I mean? Mazza too, I checked out his TikTok. He used to do like tradie uniform shit. Like he had like massive TikTok following.
Really?
At that time of like TikTok, right? Doing Jim Hardstyle and dumb content with it. Perfect combo, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I was instantly interested. And yeah, like I came to Supremacy 2022, and I was like full discussing with my mate. I was like, bro, these guys are fucking good. How come they're not booked fucking anywhere in Australia? Like these guys are really fucking good. Then when I came back to Australia, did the party, blah, blah, blah. And then during the party, that's when I met Mazza, which is DJ Mazza previously, now strictly out of business actually, because he's just put his career on hold. But he basically introduced himself. Hey, I'm Mazza. Because they kind of like looked up to me for some reason because like I was DJing at Massive, right? So yeah, introduced himself. Like, hey, I'm Connor, I'm Mazza's friend. I was like, oh shit, like you're the other guy. And then became friends that night. And then I ended up saying, guys, like let's meet up and discuss music and stuff. So we ended up locking in like the next weekend to meet up because Connor lived like an hour away from me, but Mazza lived like 15 to 20 minutes from me. I was like, perfect, like I'll come see you guys. And at that time, like also Connor didn't drive. So he was catching the train to come see us. He didn't have his license. He just never went for it. So when we met up, everything was good. I discussed some things with them, like, what are your goals? It's a pretty simple question. Like, what do you guys want out of this? Because I think you're like really good fucking producers. And what do you guys want out of this? Like, do you have anything you strive for? Oh, like we just want to play for Massive and like just start getting gigs maybe and stuff. I was like, well, I can help you guys with that, no problem. Like within 3 weeks they were already a Massive because I just put in a really good word, and it was not because they're friends. It's mostly because they have talent and music to show for, and they deserve a fucking stage. So the same night I was like saying like, this is the only time I've ever fucking done this. Well, I pulled out my WhatsApp and I was flexing, like just to show credibility. It's not more like flexing. It's more like showing I'm not talking shit. Like when I say,
I show our number.
Everyone's like just the contact names, like all the artists and stuff, right? It's like these are all the people that I'm friends with. So just to show credibility of like, yes, I can help you guys with whatever I can help you guys with. Like I'm not talking shit. I'm not giving you fucking false hopes and dreams. And I proved it, and I got them a gig 3 weeks later. So in a really good world, I'd be a fucking best manager / agent. Just saying, like
you got the contacts,
100%. So they played their first gig 3 weeks later, but that same night that we it was like a couple of weeks before you guys had the Down Under Those show at Enmore, the Halloween one.
Yeah.
So basically, that same night we just talked about goals and stuff, and then we moved on to FL Studio straight away. I was like, oh, like open FL Studio, let's do something together. First spliced vocal, easy, and that's when the track So Right came to life. So we started making that track. I was putting in ideas that I had written down from fucking years. And then we were all like working together. And at that time, bro, he was producing on like $50 fucking Logitechs and a PC that's about to blow up, honestly. Like he had to render 3 times stems to then finalize the project.
Exactly. It was just
fucking bro. It was, you know, the RAM was literally redlining, bro, honestly. Yeah. So, the track was good. I remember also sending you the track too. And you gave a bit of feedback. We changed things around, and I sent it to a friend of mine, Tim Dawes. I was like, hey, if we finish this before, because he was playing like 1 or 2 sets before you.
Raw Doors.
Yeah, Raw Doors.
Yeah, he played it,
right?
the
postman or the postbox?
God, man. I don't know. Ask him.
You should know.
Maybe you should bring him on the podcast and ask him yourself.
Yeah.
You've had some experience in there.
Fuck no, bro.
Were you the postman or the post?
I only deliver mail, trust me.
But yeah, basically, so I sent it to Tim and I said, Tim, if we finish this track on time, can you play it? He was like, yeah, it sounds cool. Let's play it. All right, send him the link, whatever. Played it, posted a reel. Like I was on stage, posted a reel saying like Toza XID because I didn't want to like say anyone's names at the beginning, just to see what's happening. And I wanted to kind of promote them in a massive way. Like, okay, these guys are the ones also in the track. Blah, blah, blah. I got 400 likes on that reel. I was like, holy shit, this is the most likes I've ever seen in my life. And then I just like went back to the boys, like, we really need to finish this. Let's do this. This is great. Then I just sat down with Maz and I was like, look, Maz, like, would you be keen to bring out my ideas to life? And in the process of also being with him for 2 years in the studio, post that whole conversation, but I learned so much within 2 years, bro. Like I was confident to sit on FL Studio in the sessions, do some things myself too. And I was like really proud of it because we had a deal that he'll never work on my ideas unless we're together in the studio. Yeah. Unless it's like mixing and mastering. Like I don't want to be there for that.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. So
no one does.
But honestly, for the whole 3 years I was in Australia still living, we were always in the fucking studio together, but every single time. Like hands down. I fucking really hated it when he was touching like, you know, my music without me being there. It just didn't feel right. So that's also like after. But basically, yeah, he said yes to helping me bring my ideas to life, and then we immediately started Heroine.
Whoa, bro.
That's Heroine. A big jump, bro.
See,
they usually have a little gateway drug.
I knew that was gonna be like gonna have a reaction. This is your clip. Yeah, so we started the track Heroine by the edit, like the remix by Pat B.
Yeah.
And Dutch Disorder. And then
we played that a lot, by
yes, I know.
So, the streams are crazy on it as well, right?
Bro, I don't know why, but it's happened.
Was it like 15 million?
16, I think
16,
now? Something like that, yeah. But basically, we started that, and we started an intro track because I was playing at Carnival Festival in Melbourne, the March after. This was around like December, basically, or like November, December, and then I'm talking about March after. So I had a gig, so I was like, okay, like I have a gig, let's try and make as much music as possible so I can play it in the gig and come up with all this shit, get the content, start posting about it. And then that's when I started also investing in videography, like for Massive. Then I played Heroine for the first time at Massive, posted a couple of TikToks, and then that's when it went fucking really big that Dark Horror messaged me, you guys messaged me, Dimitri K messaged me about it, multiple fucking artists messaged me about it, Adaro too, like people like, you know, they just love the fucking music.
Yeah.
And then I just sent it to everyone, and then I remember it was Shockers. It was you played it and Dimitri K played it. He played back to back with E-Force. It was Dimitri K versus E-Force.
Right,
Yeah.
I remember that.
So Dimitri K played it. You guys also played it the same night, and that's when people started like posting videos. I was also posting videos like showing like, oh, I'm being supported by these artists and stuff. And that's when things started to like kind of kick off, basically.
Yeah.
And just kept playing gigs, music, and stuff like that. But all this funny thing comes back to what I'm about to say, which is Wall of Toza. Pretty sure a lot of people are curious on how that came, because everyone's like, oh yeah, like you just mates with Rebellion, you get
It's a good
want.
story, right?
It's fucking sick story, bro. Every time I still go back to because Facebook, we don't talk much on Facebook anymore, but I scroll a little bit and the conversation is still there of how this track happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to scroll too much because it became WhatsApp at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So basically, I have booked my flights to go to Exclusive prior to even meeting Maz.
Exclusive Rebellion.
Exclusive Rebellion. So this is how crazy this story is, because everything just lined up fucking perfectly. So I went to Supremacy. I saw you guys, and I was like on Reddit at that time too, like seeing who the fuck is doing Exclusive, and a lot of people were guessing you guys. So then I remember messaging you, and you said, I don't know, like it's not us. But then when I saw you at Supremacy like a month later, I was like, dude, just fucking tell me so I can buy my flights. I don't care if it's you or not. I just don't want to buy flights and it ends up being some other DJ. And I'm like, why the fuck did I buy flights? I would only do it for you guys, basically.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, like, nah, like I can't really say anything. I was like, listen, thank you so much. You gave me my answer. I booked my fucking flights literally the same day, right? And I sent you guys screenshots. I was like, I booked the flights to you guys in January, but you still haven't told me it was you guys.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but understandable.
That's not normally like us, by the way. As soon as we get a drink, we're like, we're playing.
Yeah, well, I think I just wasn't catching you guys in that phase.
Catching
it was
us
just
sober.
like sober, yeah. And this guy, bro, taking fucking 6 months to get a reply from him anyways.
Yeah.
It's so fucking bad, bro. You're the worst.
I'm not really good with phones,
Yeah.
bro.
So, booked my flights, everything, and then that's like 2 weeks later, I met Maz and stuff. And then the story comes back to Wall of Toza.
Yeah.
Right? So Wall of Toza now, I messaged you because I think seeing that you guys were supporting the music already and you were interested in what's happening, I just shot my shot and said, I messaged you, I remember, because you're the only one that replies. And I was like, hey, like, I'm Exclusive in 2 weeks. By the way, this was 2 weeks before Exclusive. I was like, hey, bro, like, hypothetically speaking, if we like, can we make like a remix or something for one of your tracks? And maybe if it's good, you can play it Exclusive. And I'm like, look, the risk is yours to take. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't. Which track do you want to remix? I was like, fuck, man. Like, I didn't really expect, give me 5 minutes to think about it because I didn't really like expect to get that answer. Honestly, you would have just said point blank no.
Yeah.
And I would have been fine with it. I was like, whatever. We'll just try it one day. So you said that. And I remember like my favorite album is Empire. So I wanted to remix something from there. But I was looking at all the tracks that I would have potentially wanted to remix, and like everything has been already either heavily edited and already popped off or remixed by some other artist. So I was like, all right. And then with the style we're doing at that time, like I was like, okay, Wall of Toza, I can hear something from there. Like, sorry, Wall of Death. I could really hear something from there. Like the vocal's perfect, the vibe is sick, and we can switch it up really cool. And like with the style we're trying to push, let's give this a go because we don't have something like this yet. So I said to you, Wall of Death. And you're like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I think so. Like, I am. Like, this is the only one I can think of right now. You're like, all right, we'll send you stems.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, okay, cool. I remember I was called Maz, like, bro, they fucking said yes. I can't believe it. Are you fucking ready to do this shit? Like, I was really happy about it.
Yeah, from our side, the reason why I was like really is because one, we kind of hated Wall of Death ever since we played it, and two, I was listening to like the Pat B thing and stuff like that, and I was thinking like, what the fuck is he gonna do with a rock song? Basically. I was like, that's actually why when it was good, we were like, I think I was even more surprised because I was like, I wasn't surprised at you guys. I was surprised that you actually made something out of the song. Yeah, because
I remember when we listened to it actually for the first time, I was like, what the fuck?
Because it was for Overdose, and we were obviously editing everything at the time, you know, like we were starting to run out of things to edit. Yeah, and I remember a couple of times we said about Wall of Death, and we were like, nah, nah. Yeah. So when you said it, we were like, really?
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Because like the agreement was, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So it was fair enough, right? So I remember you're like, yeah, we'll send you something later. And it was like a few days, bro. Like I was harassing you, like, bro, can you please send us the stems?
I actually had to dig up an old hard drive. I had to dig up an old hard drive, and I had
maybe that's why it took long.
I had to. There was just like samples. So the project was lost, but there was still samples lying around on the computer. Yeah.
So that's why so much sense,
because I couldn't send everything. There was like little parts. The vocal was the main important thing. Yeah, thank God we had that.
Because the next thing I'm gonna bring up is what you sent me after waiting for like 3-4 days. I was like,
it was like fucking 5 things, I think.
Dude, he sent us 2 screech patterns, the vocal, and some like dumb fills.
Yeah.
But that was probably the best thing that happened, though, right? Because you made it original.
100%. Yeah. Like that's what I'm trying to say. So like, because of how good Mazza is technically and how my creativity is, when we got that, we're like, okay, maybe we can just do whatever the fuck you want, whatever we want, I guess. So we were like referencing the old track, and in the same time doing like things that we thought would be cool. Because a lot of these days now, like a lot of remixes, like, bro, there's hardly any change of the track.
It's almost like an edit.
Yeah, I know. So like they use the same melody, they use the same everything.
Version.
Exactly. So like, I think people need to get better at remixing things. If you're gonna remix something, like you need to make. It's like VIP edits.
Exactly, yeah.
A live edit is different to a VIP edit. A VIP edit means you're flipping the whole fucking track.
Exactly.
In a new twisted way. So when we received that, we started working on the track, and I remember the same day I was itching. I was like, bro, like I really want to fucking show you guys what we did. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send it. So I sent you like, it was like half of the track already, and then I was like, bro, like I really don't want to prematurely send you this, but I think it's cool. Like what do you think? I'm like, bro, this is good. Keep going. I was like, oh, okay. Like, this is fucking really good. And then I remember like 2 days later or like the next day, we sent you pretty much the whole track.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah. And then I remember the working project time was 23 hours.
Jesus.
I was like fucking on the phone with Maz. Like, bro, Maz, like even when we're not together, I was like, this is the only fucking project I will tell you to like hurry the fuck up with. Like, we can't really lag. So even when I'm home, like trying to sleep, just try to do whatever you want with it. And I don't care. Just fucking make it happen. So then when the project was wrapped up, we met up in the studio last time and just to touch up everything. And I sent you guys the thing. And I was like, okay, like this is the track. What do you guys think? And you're like, this is fucking really good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like, do you have any feedback? I was expecting you to like write a list of things we need to change. And I was like, okay, so like, what do we change? You're like, nothing.
There was some mixed things, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was more mastering.
Was it
more mastering?
There was something in the break. I can't remember. Was it?
No, I think you just said something with over compress or something. I remember.
Was it? Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, and then we just adjusted that, and I sent it back to you. Like, okay, this is perfect. We just chuck our own mastering chain on it.
Yeah.
And then the track is done. I was like, are you sure? Like, you don't want me to do it? Like, do anything else to it? He was like, no, don't touch the fucking track. I'm like, okay.
No, it was really good.
It does what it says on the tin, bro.
Yeah, I was like, all right, fine. There you go. And I just looked at Maz. I'm like, holy fuck, bro. And up until that time, you never said you were going to fucking play the track.
Yeah.
You never did. Yeah. So I was like, bro, like, they got the track, but they never said they're going to play it, when they're going to play it, blah, blah, blah. So then I just, like, rocked up to exclusive, and I was there from the beginning of the day. And then the first thing, like, I think the first conversation I had about the track was with you. And you're like, bro, the fucking track, man. We're scared to fucking play it. It's going to kill someone. That was literally your words, man. Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, bro, it's so fucking good. We're like worried because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but it's in the set. And I was like, holy shit, okay, I'm actually playing it. Because up until that time, I didn't really know what fuck is going on. Like, yeah, we're playing in the Overdose set. I was like, bro, this is fucking crazy. You're playing it in your new live set. That's insane.
Yeah.
And I remember at that time, also, John, your manager.
I was just about to tell this story,
John,
but yeah.
I
never knew you knew this story.
No, how about you say your part and I'll say my part
Okay,
after.
yeah.
Okay.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, we have management, Swag management, and John Swag. I think it was maybe like 4 months, maybe 5 months before this, we started with him. And John's experience had been more like a Sub-Zero project and stuff like that, right? Which is obviously high level stuff. But our music was extreme for him. Let's just say that. Even our stuff that wasn't extreme. And we showed him stuff and he liked it and stuff. And then we showed him Wall of Toza and he lost his shit. And at first I actually thought he was maybe like being sarcastic because he was like, this is insane. And we were like, at first, because I think it was messages at first, and I was like, is he being sarcastic? Because it's literally like, at that point, it was as far as you could go, right?
Yeah,
like
it was like pushed to the max.
It was on that level, and even I love stuff that goes that far. But even I was like, the main drop, I was like, maybe this. But he was like, no.
And this world was new to him, right? Because he'd obviously, like you said, Sub-Zero project, the Tweakers.
That's why I was surprised, because I'm going to also say in my part of the story that's even weirder.
So we were really convinced that he was being, I was really convinced that he was just being sarcastic. So we were like, because we had loads of tracks going on at that time. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool, bro. And then we got to Exclusive, and he was like, bro, that track, the Wall of, and I was like, oh, you really like it? And he was like, bro, that is insane. And I was like, well, if you like it, then it's probably got a good chance.
Yeah.
But then I never knew that you.
Yeah, no, so my part of the story. Okay, so I've seen John around in Australia many times, right? He used to obviously tour with Sub-Zero, Massive, whatever. Like he was backstage too, and I'm always respectful. Whoever's new in the room, whatever, I just say hi to them and stuff. But I knew he was their manager, but they never really thought anything of it. But he was really he's really closed off. I mean, back in the day too. Like he doesn't know me. I don't expect him to fucking give me attention, but I was also like just a normal punter / DJ. Who gives a fuck? Mm-hmm. But I'm always respectful, say hi to him, whatever. And I've seen him like another time later on. I think it was maybe Knockout 2023, something like that. And then again, he's really like closed off. Like he wouldn't like have a conversation or whatever. I was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. He doesn't give a shit about random people. So whatever. So I knew he was hard to impress person, basically. And then the next conversation I had with him was at Exclusive. And then he realized, like, it's me. And then he was like, bro, when I heard the set, it's my favorite track in the set. And he had like a massive smile on his face. He goes, when we send it to the production guys, bro, like the guys that do your visuals and SFX and stuff. And then he was like, bro, they're like fucking really impressed with it. It's really heavy. Everything's going to be really cool for that moment. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, this is not the same fucking person I met like a few times before. Like, what is this? So he was really impressed. And then when I realized, I'm like, okay, this guy's a really hard person to impress. So if he's saying this, that means it's probably as good as he says it is.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, when you guys fucking played that set, I was in the middle of the crowd. And then I realized he was standing in the same fucking spot as me, bro. He was literally recording with his phone. So after the track finished, I turned around. I was like, oh shit, he's fucking standing right there. And then he turns around, he looks at me, he goes, this is fucking good, man. This is honestly my favorite track in the fucking set. And I was like, I still have a video of it too, because I had the 360 camera and I had one of my mates like hold the camera.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was just like this, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I was like, this is unreal. Like I couldn't believe what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, for like people that don't know, but like for Overdose, we have like a show team, or we did have a show team when we done Overdose, and obviously they like make the lasers, like the things go and stuff like that. And they said to us also like we can do cool shit with this, because the main part, like every time we played, especially a big show, you saw the thing they done with the lasers.
The rainbow, the movement,
a couple of those clips went viral. One from Intense went viral,
yeah,
and one from Decibel went viral.
I was gonna get that was the next part of this, like what I was talking
So
about.
I'm skipping ahead, but yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. The forwards, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So like, there's maybe some people didn't understand what we meant by show team, but yeah.
Yeah.
But there was also
we,
one from
we're not up there controlling the lasers and the lights.
We've got
That's
DJ Pad controlling those rainbow lasers.
Raymond's like, yeah. But
Multitasking.
yeah, basically like once that played, everything went really cool. I was fucking happy, bro. When the event finished, bro, like I was like, can we hit rewind and start this whole thing again? I was fucking hyped as fuck, bro.
Cloud9.
I had like 2 Red Bulls that night and that's it. And then I was like, bro, I want to do this event once again, bro. It was such a fucking special event, and kudos to you guys, you fucking pulled it off. And the fact that it's been basically the last exclusive since then.
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything crazy, bro. Like you guys fucking did a great fucking show. It was worth flying by myself. All the stress that you put me through of not knowing who's playing. But besides the whole point of the track, like it was a fucking amazing night, regardless whether the track was played there or not. But it was just an overall really cool experience, right? But yeah, like I was in the crowd and stuff at that time. Like for me to get recognized, like it was something really new to me. So I got recognized maybe with 5 people the whole event. And I was happy with that. I was like, oh, sick! This is amazing. Like I'm getting recognized 16,000 kilometers away from my house.
Yeah,
and it's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking mad. And I was just like enjoying my night, whatever. But then the post like glow of the track, which is people knowing it's my remix. No one really knew about it until because I wasn't sure if I should talk about it. I wasn't sure what's happening. Like I just didn't know anything because this is all new to me. Like I was just trying to be as secretive as I can because I don't know what's happening. I don't know when the release date is. I have no fucking clue. Like I never knew when it was released until like Steph messaged me like, oh yeah, like we're releasing on the album, whatever. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. So basically, yeah, the intense video from the main stage with the cool rainbow.
the castle one, yeah, it was sick.
That's when the track blew up, in my opinion. And people started to understand that it's a remix by me. You know what I mean? Like people saw that, okay, it's a remix. Because we never spoken about the track.
No.
You guys didn't really say much online. I didn't say much online, and we're just like rolling with it.
Mm.
So it was. I even never posted videos about it too because, yeah, I just didn't know what's going on. Like, is this even real? I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't amongst a lot at the time as well. I remember because the second dose, which was the set it was in, it was almost brand new. I think.
Yeah, it was.
Basically. So there was a lot of stuff at that time.
Yeah.
That was why we didn't like hyper focus on.
Yeah, of course. And everything worked out really fucking well, man. It ended up being really good. Release wise, for me, it was great. A lot of people noticed who I was too because of the track, but because I didn't want to because a lot of people kind of like hyper focus on like big opportunities like this. So my plan was like, fuck, I need to release even when I found out the release date was a bit late, but I was like, I don't know when it's happening, when it's going to be released, but until that moment, I'm going to pump out as much music as possible because I don't want to just wait for that moment. I want to like use it to enhance what I'm doing, but at the same time, continue having moments after that.
Yeah, because when people see like Toza remix, you click on Toza, you want them to be able to see
exactly
like all
more
the fucking other shit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so we were just pumping out tracks, and then it was released in November, and then we ended up releasing like a couple more tracks after that, and everything was really good. Like I had a plan basically, like for whenever that comes out, I don't want to be the guy who like kind of is seen as
one hit wonder.
Exactly. So I kept doing things, kept growing. Everything was good, and I just wanted to have this opportunity as like certification for the work we're doing, basically. Like,
so would you say Rebellion made you?
No. You guys have a big part in my.
I was kidding.
No. I'm saying like a lot of people think, oh yeah, because of the Rebellion remix, you became something. I'm like, no, like
the hard work was.
It was part of the whole career growth. But it wasn't the sole focus of why I am where I am.
No, I'm not gonna make your head big because
no.
But one thing that we talked about back then was that you had the right mentality to make it, because the thing you just said there about not just like relying on one song and being like relentless you know what I mean, that's the number one mistake that I think most people make when they first come through. They think, okay, all I need to do is make one song. And it's like, no, actually the follow-up to the hit is
the
most important because that's the one where people go, oh, actually they're a good artist. Because
everyone can make one good song.
I was about to say that, but it's probably not true. It's still hard to make one hit, but still, yeah, the follow-up is by far, but it's also the hardest one because you've got that like feeling of,
you've got a taste for the like popularity or something, and if it doesn't meet the expectation, a lot of people crumble.
Of course,
I think you were in a position also like that song. You had discovered something new.
100%, bro. That really dictated how far we can go, but at the same time, like when to scale it back a bit and stuff. But it kind of that song established the sound.
Because a lot of people talk about
for real, man.
Because
like,
even till this day, you can still hear elements of that.
100%. We still go back to it most of the time. We're like, fuck, this is still the best. In my opinion, it's still the fucking best track we've made so far because it was so overproduced, but for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was
kind of long as well. I remember
it was long because we
long.
just didn't care, bro. It was like,
I think for 6 months we played the full version and then eventually we cut some of the break.
Then I started cutting it too because I had like more tracks to play, so I understood why it was happening.
I'm sure the main break was like 2 minutes, was it?
Huh?
It was like 2 minutes.
It was a long break. Yeah.
Bro, it's fucking big, man, because it's got the dubstep, then the fake drum that goes in. Yeah, it was crazy,
but that's what you say, like
and
you guys overproduced it, but then you had loads of parts of that song to scale to other things.
The thing 100%. I used to remember about it actually the most was when you used to play it, the main drop always fucked me over with mixing, bro. Always.
Because of the
yeah. And my mind just couldn't count. I was like, what the fuck? And I'd always press play and I'd be like,
this is a beat off.
I'm a beat off.
It's just, you just have to press play on the
Yeah, I know, but back then that wasn't.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing.
Nowadays, fuck man, every second song you're like, that's why everyone's doing 8-bar mix intros.
100%.
But no, a few times that fucked me up. I was like, fuck, motherfucker.
The chopper one got me a few times. The first time I played the chopper one where it goes ding, ding.
You press play then. 100%.
But I remember like one of the first couple of times I played it, I was like, mixed in it was like your song had finished and it was boom on the other track. I was like, what the fuck just happened there? And then it took me a while to realize that it was like the dun dun is where you press play.
100%,
yeah.
It just like we're very unorthodox with what we do because it's.
But I think that's why it works, right?
But it works, yeah. It's like we just don't care when it comes to that. So I want to mention you said something about like hits, right? How do you find what like to you? What's the definition of a hit?
My definition of a hit is a song that goes beyond where you actually currently are. So, for example, like we release some songs and they serve the audience that are already there. They already like Rebellion. They already listen to us anyway. I think a hit goes beyond that. So a hit brings in either people that were never there or, another kind of audience. Like they join and they make it bigger. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, for some people, that can be a negative because the song becomes bigger than them. You know what I mean? Like,
there's different versions of hits as well. You know what I mean? We could say like a hit is like Beyond the Beyond or Edit. That to me is on the same level as a City Lights in some degree. Maybe not stream wise but they get the same flavor going. You know what I mean? Maybe like Beyond the Beyond doesn't have stream wise, but you cannot deny that ripped fucking dance floors to pieces.
100%,
still does.
Yeah.
That to me is a hit as well.
Yeah, I was more talking about like a generic hit, like something that goes beyond. But okay, not everything's on that level. Like
I think I agree with what you were saying about like you can see in different like I think you said it. You can there's different types.
There's
of
different
hits, right?
types of hits.
So for me, like I think a lot of misconception is like a hit is like something 10 million plus or whatever it is, right? I truly believe a hit is what you see in the dance floor.
100%.
So a track, the way people react to it and the interaction points in a track.
Yeah.
If you can get that response from the crowd, the most responsive track you have, I think it's the biggest hit.
Yeah. If you can get a full crowd to shout an element of a song,
100%.
then it's a hit.
Yeah. That
for example,
to me is
like
a hit.
we made the edit of Simulation.
Yeah.
With a you know what I mean? It's not got as much streams as a City Lights, but everyone's screaming it the same way they would scream the vocal of City Lights or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I see hits, in my opinion. Like I think a hit is like what are people doing or screaming when you're in a in
Yeah,
like,
but
playing.
in the same way as like what I said about like bringing on other people, I didn't just mean streams. I also meant like, for example, like if you play a dedicated party, all right, and you play a certain song, then yeah, of course it's going to work because you're playing to that audience.
Yeah, 100%.
But when you have a song, like a good one will be like recently will be like It'll Be Okay by Sub-Zero Project, and you can play that anywhere.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And people will either know it or they will love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't need to be like your personal thing. Like you don't need to personally say, "Oh, that was the best song ever." But I do know that if you play that anywhere in this current, so for me that's an objective hit. So that's like something that you can't really argue with or say that's my opinion, that's your opinion. Whatever,
Yeah. I can agree with that.
You know what I mean? There's been a lot of songs like that over the years, like Zombie.
Yeah.
Like actually it becomes annoying, right? Like, but the fact of the matter is, if you played Zombie now, bro, it still work.
Yeah, 100%.
Or like E47, right? Like there's loads of songs like that. That's a hit.
Yeah, that's the by definition the proper hit.
Yeah. Like a timeless classic.
Timeless.
Exactly.
I think we move into the classic, like a song becomes a classic where you play it 20 years later, 10 years
Still
later,
works,
it still works.
Bro, if you like, I don't know if you ever do it, but if you go and check out like a Sub-Zero Project set and you watch when they play Darkest Hour,
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
it's like it's just been
I'm
released
pretty
last
sure-
week.
Yeah.
Well, now they're closing with It'll Be Okay. Well, the last couple of sets they did, that I've physically been there. But I think they're also like, maybe they've closed once with Darkest Hour. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
They did for a while, yeah.
but
few
bro,
times.
like it's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
100%.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like there's no point in those kind of songs. I think there's no point in trying to analyze those songs because
No.
in a weird way it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Like
You can
if-
analyze okay, the way I would analyze a track like this is like I have to see it live first and then go back and see the actual track and be like, okay, what are people screaming from this?
Mhm.
And why do people like this?
Yeah.
And then you can kind of scale back into like, okay, how can I put this into my own music
Yeah.
too?
Exactly.
It's not, bro, a lot of people think like everyone rips each other and whatever. Like, but if you know how to analyze music and you need to understand the why
Mhm.
someone is reacting that way to it. And then you can be like, okay, well, it's a fucking hook. The song has an amazing hook. So that means I need to write good hooks.
Yeah.
And then you start fucking around with
But
hooks.
if
and then-
someone was to ask, like a simple term, how would I make a hit? The best answer is
You
don't
can't.
try.
then don't
try and make
100%,
a hit.
no.
Because if you
will
try and make
come-
a hit,
Yeah.
it's not gonna
It
happen.
comes when it at least be expected. You can't, bro, at the end of the day, if someone hasn't heard the song, how can you know if it's a hit or not?
Exactly.
You can't dictate, because again, it comes back to personal taste.
And
Yeah.
It depends what you mean by trying to make a hit because, for example, like if you're trying to make a safe hit, so something that's already in the cat, like for example, when melodic hardstyle was at its peak, right? Then you could follow the Zombie thing and just make something on that level, and a lot of people did, and they had success from it. Like I'm not saying that they've done this, but you know what I mean. Like they had Zombie, and then you had the Unknown by
Yeah.
Frequencers, and because that was the flavor at the time.
Yeah.
But if you want to do something that nobody's ever done before, like a good example would be Payback by Delete.
Yeah, by Delete, yeah.
When he done that,
Mhm.
right, that was the first time kind of that had ever been done, and,
Yep.
and then it became a hit.
Mhm.
I think that's a different thing because it went against what
Yeah.
was current. Those are hard because you've got to have the balls.
100%, bro.
The
But you
balls
also
to do
have
it.
to have the platform to show this too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, I guess, they can make the best music, but if they don't have, if it's not being heard, how would we know?
Yeah.
Bro, there's probably people in their bedroom now making fucking bangers, bro, but because no one can
100%.
hear it.
Yeah.
So
You've got
it's-
to know how to market it. For
100%. It's all about also using the opportunities and the platform you have. Like, for example, if I played at Indigo stage, you use Defcon as an example. If I play at Indigo stage or Purple and I had maybe a fucking really sick track, but there was only a few people to listen to it, maybe it's not gonna be as much of a hit as if you play the same track at Red stage and you have all these people there and then at least, let's say 10% of them like, bro, that's already like 5,000 people or 10,000
Exactly, yeah.
people, right? So do the maths, man. Like then once they go back home, they start posting videos about it, that's your promotion done already because they're doing it for you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like really for people recording stuff because at the end of the day, it's memories, but at the same time, it helps us as artists because every fucking TikTok that's being posted of a track of yours now is free promotion,
Yeah.
right? Every video people post on any platform, YouTube, whatever, people recording the whole set and putting it on YouTube, bro. Like, that's why people know your track the next time they come to your show and fucking sing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm all for people recording whatever the fuck they want. If that's what they want to do, they should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially that's the landscape that we have right now, right? So you need to work with it. People that say like, "Oh yeah, I don't care about social media," it's like, bro.
Nah, it's
You
important.
have to, bro.
Yeah.
Social media is important,
If-
but you gotta also use it to your own advantage.
It's a
like,
tool, not a.
it's a
you know
tool,
what I mean?
not something like I can happily admit I doom scroll a lot, but also it's for case studying too. Like, if my algorithm is good enough to show me like some videos and ideas that I can probably try and use for my own like content, I'll fucking do it. Because you also might see someone doing something that you probably thought of doing before, but you just thought like, no, it's cringe or whatever.
Yeah.
But then someone did it, or someone is doing something similar or as cringe as what you want to do. You're like, okay, maybe what I want to do is not that bad, and you go do it, and it pays off.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So what do you think then? Where do you see this music going? What's your outlook? What's your plans?
I think at the moment the scene creatively is lacking, and that mainly because people are in this constant comparing themselves to others, and by others I mean the techno scene. And I feel like a lot of people are losing their identities because they think they can just jump in with something that's working right now for other people that could work for them. Look, kudos to them if they think that's what they want to do. I'm all for it, whatever. But I feel like there's quite a few artists have lost their own identity, which was fucking super unique. And now they're falling into their industrial kind of vibe, which, like I said, if that's what they want to do, up to them, whatever. But I just feel like the
Are you
reason
talking about the Gearbox guys?
maybe
Yeah.
not, maybe yes. Sometimes maybe yes, sometimes nah. Actually, yes, I am. I don't give a fuck. I love all these boys because I've grew up listening to Gearbox for a very long time. I just really feel like some of the artists right now are not doing the best creatively, but that's just my opinion. Again, like, I'm not hating on them. They can do whatever the fuck they want. What I'm just saying is some people had really unique sounds and now they're just stepping away from it. Maybe because they think it's not working, but I truly believe it just wasn't the right time. And if they keep pushing it, it will fucking work.
I think, like you said a minute ago, people are never as far away as they think they are, because sometimes it's just a few tweaks, especially like if you want to create something, for example, that is a little bit more influenced in techno. The Straker is a good example, the one with Phantasm. Like, they made something that is popping off in techno, but still sounds like Strakers.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is possible to do that, but it's when people, like you say, they go from like one extreme to the other extreme. I'm like, why would you do that?
Have you listened to the album, by the way?
Whose album?
The Phantasm album?
I actually haven't. No.
You're in for a ride, my friend.
What's that?
Look, man, I'm just going to be straight the fuck out, bro. I appreciate everyone doing music, but the fact that quality music, I'm talking about quality, not creativity, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about quality. That type of music is getting all these big stages, and obviously with big stages come big financial fucking payouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll compare it, let's say, to like your music, for example. I'm just like, bro, like, how is this?
But what do you think is lacking?
Bro, quality, man.
Like
Dude,
actual technical quality? You mean?
everything, bro.
Unfortunately, like
Have you listened to
No,
that
I've
one?
not listened to
Okay,
it
yeah.
either. But to
Like,
be fair,
I'm-
you could also flip that round and say, when we first started on Gearbox,
yeah.
to where we are now,
Mm.
like, well,
But bro,
let's use it back.
you didn't play for fucking 20, 30, 40,000 people when you were at Gearbox and getting paid fuck knows how much.
You don't know how much we were getting paid. We were getting paid. We were getting paid more back then.
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah,
Bro,
No,
you're
no, no.
telling me when you were doing uprising shit, you were like getting paid as much as...
No.
No, of course.
Of
we're
course
just
not. but
joking.
come on,
yeah,
I know,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course. Just making
For
sure.
the people at home.
For the people at home,
For the
bro. It's
people
not
at
all
home.
sunshine and rainbow. The
Yeah.
grass is not never greener on the other side, you know?
No.
But what I'm trying to say, bro, like, again, not hating on specific artists, but I'm talking about music quality and the stages it's getting. I'm not targeting specific, like, artists, right? I'm just talking about this is music quality, and this is a stage is getting. Whereas some people have this music quality, and this is the stage is getting.
Yeah.
And also, we're fighting at the moment with like getting fucking slots in different places.
I think you
And-
touched on it earlier. Like,
I disagree, by the way.
what?
I totally disagree.
Yeah, but what you said is like we touched on it earlier that they've created such strong brands as techno parties. So
Yes.
it's more
I was
about.
gonna go back to that.
It's
too.
not necessarily as much about the music rather than the experience.
But-
and I think that's where that dynamic's coming in.
But at the end of the day, right, the crowd does not lie. So, like, although I can agree with you, and I also see some things within techno, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I see just as equally stuff in hardstyle, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
But
Put
the
me on some
difference
Zach.
is
Put me on some Zach.
yeah, but seriously though, like if the crowd doesn't lie, like everyone can say, like, for example, like social media is inflated for techno, like some techno artists are buying likes, whatever. That may be true. I don't know that, but the only reason why they're being paid that amount is because that amount of people come to see them. Because even if you pretend to be that good, you may get one payday or a year where you can do that. But eventually, of course, a promoter books you for a lot of money, and then they say, well, why isn't this amount of tickets being sold? So the crowd never lie. So even if we say it's the worst music, the best music, whatever, you know what I mean? There's like, I'll give you an example, an extreme example, right? I think Taylor Swift is trash. Like personally, like think it's actual trash. But it's like she can sell like, what was it, like 600 million tickets on a tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my opinion means fucking nothing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You
bro,
know what I mean?
I'll probably get fucking roasted for this, or like someone would say.
I
no,
get
but,
what you're saying.
But at the end of
I
the
do
day,
get what
it's
you're
my
saying.
perspective as like as an artist, and a lot of people are probably like, bro, you don't even fucking produce your own music fully. Like, I don't give a fuck. I said it how it is, and I think people deserve to be paid what they're worth. And yeah, I guess maybe it's,
you
a,
could
it's
also
a
say the
controversial
same,
opinion,
like,
yeah. But
even if you were to take techno out of it and look
Yeah.
at hardstyle, the best producers aren't always the most
Yeah.
popular.
I know that. But that comes back to what I was trying to say. It's like now it's all about branding. Because like I said, I didn't get a chance to kind of like counter what I was saying. It's not I'm not fucking hating about this, but I'm gonna go back and saying like it's based on how you fucking market and brand yourself.
100%.
Right? And to be honest, bro, like then I'm gonna go a bit shitting on people's brandings. Dude, fucking naked and having tattoos, that's the branding in techno.
Yeah.
Again, like whatever. But people can't tell me it's branding, bro.
I agree with you, right? But at the same time, if you took yourself out of hardstyle, do you not think hardstyle was very cringe? 80% of what you see, like in terms of like, I think that there's a little bit too much confetti, too much like goofing around. And by the way, I'm the biggest hardstyle fan in history, but I just mean like from an outsider's point of view, I'm pretty sure some of the like real techno people, you know, like the people that genuinely are like real techno fans, I think they would look at it and think,
Yeah, we really
this is not
inflate
serious.
everything.
This is not serious. This is goofy. This is like not even good music. Like for example, like a Zag kick to us, it's quite normal, but to the outside world, it's fucking insane, bro. It's just noise,
Bro.
right?
So tell me this, right?
And they'll be thinking, how are these guys even getting paid? Never mind, like whatever they're getting paid. You know what I mean?
Look, I get what you're saying, but you know Zug is making it into hard techno now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, back to what I was trying to say before, like I think we touched on it earlier, bro. When people are just like getting these stages, they can't keep up with the frequency of bookings, and they're just playing different sets of other people's different music. Fair enough. I love that. Like, thank you for the support and stuff. But then, how come we don't get techno bookings, for example? Like, because at the end of the day, people are like posting TikToks of my music, bro, and using it for promotion. Some of them tag me.
Yeah, that's a bit
Some of them
shady.
don't.
That's a bit shady, but I must say that that's been happening forever because there was a period where big EDM artists were using hardstyle for their own benefit, and they weren't.
Yeah,
That's the
no
thing
one
that
else was
happens.
benefiting
Like we
from that.
obviously don't do it. It's like an unspoken rule that you don't do that in hardstyle, right? You
Yeah.
don't promote
100%.
yourself from other people's music, but that's very normalized outside of hardstyle.
Yeah.
I've seen that for a long time.
But now it's getting ridiculous, bro. We're like,
Yeah.
it's because of TikTok, like posting other people's music and just like, let's say I have a track and it's did one good fucking reel or whatever, and someone like asked me for it, or like it's released now and whatever it is, then that person keeps rinsing it, and then they're just getting likes. But for me, I don't want to keep rinsing the track, because then my fucking fans are like, bro, you're a one hit wonder, or whatever. You're just posting one track, yada yada, right? So that's why, like, most of the time you post a few times about a track, but once it's released, like, you never fucking post about it again.
Yeah.
And I had like a bit of a discussion with someone too on Instagram. I posted a reel of my upcoming release with Restricted, and he said, "Oh, like, I'm sick of you guys." Like in a nutshell, this is not the exact words, but he was basically saying, like, I heard the track live, I'd like it to be released ASAP, but in the same time, I'm sick and tired of you guys keep posting the same drop on social media every time, and the track's still not released. It's taking away from the special feeling of the track. I respected his opinion, and I said, okay, like, what would you do in my position? Because, like, we also have release schedules we have to respect. Like, you know, we have to. But I wanted to genuinely hear what he thinks, being a touring DJ. Put yourself in our shoe, and, like, what would you do in that case? He was like, yeah, just post once or twice about it, and, like, just release it whenever you want. It's like, okay. And I said, thank you, like, for your opinion. But what I was thinking to myself, like, okay, like, I'm going to break down what he said. What if the first video, in other people's opinion, it didn't catch to them? What if it takes 5 videos, or it takes 10 videos? At the end of the day, like, he was speaking more from an opinionated personal view with that, because that's why I gave him the opportunity to think about, like, being a touring DJ. But because he doesn't have experience, I wasn't expecting him to give me the best, like, answer, but I still respected what he said, because I would like to know what people think, right? But then I want to say, from our perspective as touring DJs, like, you're not the only one we're catering for. We're trying to cater to as many people as possible. And maybe the 10th fucking video, people will find the track and they will like it. Maybe we'll take 20 videos. Maybe we can't release the track for 6 months because, you know, we have 5 other releases we need to worry about that were before it. And it's just not the right time for the track, in our opinion. Or maybe it didn't hit the first time we posted it and we don't know when to release it.
Yeah.
Right? So just because you like a track, it doesn't mean that, you know, we have to say, like, stop posting about this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify that, because different people, different perspectives, man. Like, at the end of the day, I appreciate the opinion and stuff, and I really wanted to know his feedback. So, yeah.
My perspective is the less you post it, the better.
Yeah.
And that's changed over the years, I think. Pre-COVID, it was the opposite. It was like, keep on pushing it. But, like, for example, like with the way we used to release a track would be like, you would release maybe like half the video clip on the Tuesday, and then you would do a live clip, and then on the release day you would release another clip of it. But I noticed that by the time you get to that last clip, no one gives a shit about the post anymore, because it's like they almost, like, your brain's like, oh, I've already seen that. Even if you love it, you're just like, man, I've already seen that. So now what we try and do is make everything really, like, directed at one moment. You know what I mean? So everyone can like it at one moment. But that was a change that I noticed after COVID.
Yeah, sick.
But in TikTok's different as well. Like, TikTok, you can post something a million times, and it might be the 3rd one, 5th one, 6th one that goes off.
Exactly.
I'm talking more Instagram.
Some people
and
that
Facebook.
really pop off on TikTok, once they've hit that one video, like, right, this is the song or the moment, they fucking they post it another, like, 8 or 9 times and still get the same engagement.
And
because you get put in a specific algorithm.
Exactly.
That's why, like.
In my opinion about the techno thing, right? Because I agree with you, like, they post other people's music and stuff like that. But does that not then prove that it's them that's the thing that's popular? So, for example, like, if a techno DJ posts, like they do, like the one that we spoke about the last time was like the old Activator song. Like, they post that and it pops off. To me, that proves that it's the person. It's nothing to do with the music. The music's good, but it means that person, like, visually, people want to like it, want to see it, want to, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't really feel, like, bad about it. I'm like, yeah, their hard work's done in their image, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's fucked up, bro, because, like, we know better than anyone. Like, we sit in the studio fucking 12 hours a day and we're fucking busting our ass off and, like, try to come up with all these things, and then maybe you see a guy come along and you know, like, he's just a DJ, bro. He's not even really doing much compared to what we're doing. But that's fucking life, bro. That's just that you've just got to accept that. And I wouldn't change it for the world because, as you know, like the Wall of Death moment that you had, the Wall of Toza, like that's something that no one can take away from you.
100%.
Like you created something.
And if you were told back then, this is the max, this is the peak,
yeah.
you probably would have been happy back then.
Yeah.
With it in some way.
Yeah, if you were to tell me like that moment, yeah, bro.
Do you know
Like
what?
when we played at DEF CON for the first time, if someone said like this is it, this is the top, I would have been like, fuck,
Yeah.
this is unbelievable.
Dude, I
I'm
felt so
happy.
like, bro, it was like, look, it was early on in my music releasing career, right? Because I wouldn't say whole career because I've been DJing since 2017. So I've had some really cool moments as a DJ too. I've played big festivals. I've played some cool stages. I've had some cool back-to-backs. Everything is great, right? But, you know, every moment you do and it comes to that state, you just feel accomplished.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's when I go back and said like succeeding and being
Yeah.
successful is two different things.
100%.
At least how I see it, right? And it also keeps me grounded because I have many goals. I've got many things I still haven't even reached fucking 1%, right? So a lot of people from my advice to you is just basically like keep planning, keep refreshing your goals, have small goals, big goals, and how you can have smaller goals that contribute to your bigger goals. And that way you can kind of be always prepared and plan and stuff. Bro, I'm the most disorganized fucking person ever. I can tell you right now, all my mates can vouch for me. But when it comes to fucking music, it's like my baby, bro. It's like I'm so organized. Everything is like scheduled. Everything is like moments. And I have like my every 6 months. Like even ask Steph, our label manager, right? Bro, I messaged him at the beginning of the year. Give me 6 month slots. I'm gonna fill everything. I don't care if I don't have the tracks or not. But I know I need to release a track that day.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a different label, whatever, we still schedule it, right? Then I'll do the next 6 months after that. And I've been consistent with doing that for the past 3 years now and 2 months because it's March now. I've been releasing since January 2023. So I've released 37 tracks the 37th one is coming. Yeah, actually 37th coming now in 3 years. Brother, that's an average of 12 per year. You know what I mean? Like that's 36 fucking tracks and I think they all did really good.
What is your next track?
The collab with Restricted.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. By the way, you don't want to miss this.
Plug it.
No, it's called You Don't Want to.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Don't want to
It
miss
took me a
this.
second, but I was like
Yeah.
loading.
So Don't Want to Miss This with Restricted. Another Aussie artist. Fucking amazing guy.
He's a great
Quite
guy.
a small artist, right?
Huh?
He's a small artist, right?
Bro, he's physically big and like everything else. But
It's popping off, huh?
yeah, he's
Crazy.
honestly, like we moved to Europe at the same time, and the bloke has never been home since he fucking moved here.
Wow.
He's
He's
loving
already
it, right?
been to Australia like 3-4 times already. He's been to America 3 times. Like honestly, in my opinion, he's the most successful, fast rising, all round artist from
Yeah.
Australia. Like in history, in my opinion. Like I've never seen anyone doing what he does in that scale so quickly. So like, you know, he's been in the scene for a very long time, but bro, for him to do everything really to the fucking point.
Yeah.
I like that he mixes it up a little bit as well. Like he's not just like following fully the hard techno hype. He's kind of like
No.
he involves a bit of everything in it. Like
Yeah.
I seen a video when he played Lost in Paradise and everything, bro.
Yeah, that
So
was in
sick.
Sydney, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was in Australia, but I think it was in Sydney, bro.
That
It's
was-
fucking sick.
That was sick,
That was
bro.
crazy.
That's he's smart, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's really good. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's like I've hung out with him a few times now. I've been to his shows. He's come to my shows, and like he's really involved, man. He's not just a persona that you see
Yeah.
online acting. He's actually what you see. This is what we're talking about, like authenticity. He's genuinely that
Yeah.
in real life when you're around him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and I've
but-
only known him for a bit, like, but I can judge person behind closed doors versus out in the public, and it's the
Exactly.
same fucking person.
Yeah, we actually talked about a second collab 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I feel like I want to just talk a bit about the actual track. I feel like it's kind of different to what he had with every other raw artist. I feel like this one is actually more towards techno rather than raw. I feel like previous releases have just been like raw. He has had one with Andrex, one with you guys. He's got another one with Andrex too. And I think he has one obviously now with me. But I think, not saying it's like revolutionary, but I'm just saying like the type of track. I would have liked it to be a bit more raw, but I feel like we found the right balance for both of us, because I also need different things in my set, but I still feel like it's more towards.
Still has Zag kicks though, right?
Has one Zag kick and one fake drop Zag kick. Yeah. We had to go back and forth a bit about that Zag kick too, right? I was like, listen, you're taking everything out. I just feel like I tried to give him like a perfect pitch on why this should stay exactly where it is.
Yeah.
And he said yes.
Try to take the Z out of Toza. Just toe it.
Dude, 100%. But I was like, fuck, my fans already think you fucking produced the whole track. Because like there's nothing from us in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was co-joined efforts.
And when's our next collab, bro?
Look,
You had a good idea, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you?
But,
What one?
Hey,
look, for business stuff, I come to you. For music, I go to him.
Right, tell me the idea then.
No, you messaged in our group chat, I'm sure. Or did you message
Nah,
me?
message
Right,
you
come on,
personally.
tell us
Alright.
the idea.
Yeah.
Tell us
Okay,
the
so
idea.
basically, like, I think Wall of Toza was a fucking really great track.
Oh wait, you did tell me this one.
Yeah.
I told you in person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
But first, initially, I spoke to him because
Alright.
he's like my idea dump. Every time I have a music idea, I just dump it to him.
Yeah,
straight
I'm
away.
sure you sent me like 5 paragraph worth
yeah.
information.
So
I
he
was
told
like,
me it was a terrible idea.
Yeah. So basically, we want to like create something within similar direction of that, but with the new twist, because this track is like 3 years old. So like, fuck, 3 years old. That's crazy. I just realized, holy shit.
scares you when you have that little
bro,
brain
like,
being like,
time,
bro,
time
is that...
goes so quick, bro.
Bro,
And,
like you were saying
craziest one I've-
2019, like at the start of the podcast, I was thinking, oh yeah, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but
No, bro.
Yeah, when people say like the whole COVID thing started like 6-7 years ago,
Nah.
that's fucking crazy.
hell, bro.
Scares the shit out of
Fuck
me,
that
man.
shit.
Yeah, bro. Holy shit. Anyways, yeah, so that's the direction we want to take it to.
Rock vibes.
Rock vibes, yeah. But we want something like with a
Ballsy.
story behind it, but also fucking really cool. Like really
Yeah.
heavy, you know?
A
So-
bit epic as well.
Yeah. It has to have that like a kind of balance between underground and main stage, right?
Exactly.
You gotta keep it balanced, right? You gotta have something that's engaging with anyone, but also you gotta keep up the
I said to
heaviness.
you that I think it'd be cool to make something that people weren't expecting. You know,
Mm.
because I think if you hear Rebellion and Toza now you I can already hear the song before it's even made. But like the example I told you at the time was like when we done Bring It On with Subsonic.
Yeah.
They were like, like this is the type of song we're gonna make, and we listened to like the idea, and it was really like, because at the time he was doing the screechy shit, and we were doing like that aggressive stuff,
Yeah.
and then we were like, I don't know, and then we had that trancey idea, and the night before we went, you played it to me, and I was like, maybe we should bring this instead,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were also a bit like, but this doesn't even sound like Rebellion and Subsonic, and we were like, exactly. And look what happened. Like it became fucking huge. So.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we do something that sounds like nothing like us, but I think maybe something with a bit more depth.
Of course. I feel
Not
like
a meme track is what I'm saying.
huh?
No.
Not a
Yeah,
meme
no.
track.
That's what
No,
I was
that was
trying
the
to say.
idea
Like,
that-
I want something original and nothing memey.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
something memey. What a fucking dumb word. Me. Nothing meme dash y. So yeah, I just want to put like a bit more identity to it.
Soul.
Yeah,
A bit more soul to it.
Depth.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
That's
I think,
what the direction.
we
Obviously,
already
like this is
kinda-
all he's saying, and we're talking blah blah blah. But we also have to maybe come up with something different. Who knows? Maybe we start that project and we're like, okay, nah,
Fuck,
we're not
This is,
feeling it.
yeah.
Park it.
And do you want to tell everyone that you didn't really like the first collab?
Oh yeah,
You want to be honest?
yeah, 100%, bro. I said this to you guys many times. So for me to have like you guys are the only people that I was looking really forward to have a collab one day with, and mainly because I hold you guys highly. Like, you know, we've been through a lot together many times, like friendship, whatever it is, right? But you're like the only artist that I kind of see and I look up to. Not anymore musically now, because obviously, like I can't.
Music now, yeah.
No, not that. I just stopped really listening to music in general because I don't want to be clouding my thing. So I listen to like heaps different music. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say is, for me to have the opportunity to collab with you guys finally, I just think that we should have went with something more original.
Not a bit like.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But obviously, like we had a short deadline and we wanted to come up with something quickly. But you guys did promise me that in the future we will have something better.
No, 100%.
Not saying it's a bad track. It's a fucking hit. It's got 1 million Plus, people sing it. They sing the pre-drops. Everything's cool. I just thought that my values just didn't align with having like a remake for our first collab. It was with someone else. I didn't give a fuck, whatever.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But that's why I was like really not getting into it as much as I would have been. But regardless, like I'm fucking grateful to have a track, and I know it's not going to be that song. But at that moment, I just had like these unrealistic expectations of like, no, it has to be like something original, has to be like fucking cool, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, the track turned out well, and it's a love-hate relationship right now with the track.
Yeah,
that's it. Honestly,
I like the track personally, but of course, I agree with what you mean. It's like
it's not the music itself; it's more like the originality of having something like vocals written properly, like everything is that. And I would just feel more proud that it's our first collab and it became fucking something huge.
I'm pretty sure you sent us Medicine originally to collab on, and I don't think you liked it. That was what the problem was.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was for a collab, right?
No,
it was to show us,
No,
right?
I think
I'm pretty sure
I think it was Medicine, and I showed you, and you were a bit like, mwah.
Yeah.
But I said it was cool. Remember, I actually said to you.
That's the thing. Sometimes I can't get both of you to fucking align. That's the shit.
I remember the story now. I said to you, you said, what about this for a collab? And I was like, bro, this is sick. Let me ask Raymond. And I never replied, and you replied to me saying he doesn't like it, right? I was like, no.
I actually can't remember.
I'm sure it was Medicine. Or what was another melodic one you done?
I had
Unbreakable? No.
And Another Day.
No, Unbreakable was the other way, and I showed you Unbreakable.
Was it?
Yeah, Unbreakable. I sent it for feedback, and you thought it was.
I thought it was a collab.
Like, yeah, let's work on it. I'm like, no, bro. It's
that's
also
the one I remember.
Hit the Gas is another track. When I sent it to you, like, oh, bro, why didn't you send this earlier to us? We could have collabed on it. I was like, bro, it's too late. It's done.
Yeah.
You do that a lot, though, right? You're like, oh, I want to make something original, and then it's like you don't send us the actual good ideas that you have. You just finish them.
Because the thing is, like, when we make music, we already target it towards something, right?
Yeah.
So I would never think, and also like you never know, bro. The idea at that, bro. Do you know the story about Hit the Gas? Like I never played it myself, and it became one of my best solos.
We played it a lot.
You played it for we finished the track, and it got scheduled for release because I had that slot, and I needed to release something. I sent it to you, and you're like, "This is cool," and you ended up playing it at Rebellion Indoor,
and people thought it was a collab.
And they thought it was probably your track or a collab, whatever. And then you played it on the Saturday. The track was released on Thursday, so I actually never got the chance to play it myself, and it became one of the fucking best tracks in my discog, right? But that also tells you, I want to make a point about people like not doing unorthodox things like this when like just send it. You know what I mean? Like just do random shit. Nothing needs to be calculated all the time. Sometimes you can just do something spontaneous. And obviously, I thank you guys for playing the track, but also because I already had some attention when I dropped that track. It's always cool to have something random that no one expects.
Yeah.
Whether it's a song, the way you release things, the way things announced, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, I believe people now
analyze.
Not just overanalyze, they over-announce things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, here is the countdown for this announcement. Then you have like a teaser of the announcement.
The announcement of the
announcement. And then the announcement is like, bro, what about just if you have something, once everything's ready, just fucking drop it.
Yeah.
Because people are going to give you real engagement.
Yeah.
Because it's legit.
Things become predictable as well, you know.
Like if people know. On the day, if you, like, let's say just put it, like I do this a lot too. I put like a countdown on the day just to get people to be ready for the moment of the announcement and then announce shit completely fully straight away.
We had it with Numb, so we knew that Numb was going to be obviously a massive song. So you would imagine that like you would have this big drawn out marketing plan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think we should announce the night before it'll be released at midnight.
Yeah.
And I remember a couple of people on the label at the time were like, are you sure? Like you should make more of this. And I was like, listen, the song is so big that you could just put a story post up and it's going to explode. And
100%,
it worked.
100%.
You know?
You got to pick and choose the right moments for things.
Because sometimes if you're like letting little pieces of the news drop before, like people like the news, like if it's something they've never heard before or you're announcing something that's new, they're going to tag their mates, oh, you heard this before? But if you're being like drip feeding it, the engagement's gonna be all over the place.
100%.
But
100%.
you want it just
people are chasing the pre-saves, man. Like, I'm going to go against everything. I bet you people are going to say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, the algorithm, blah, blah. People are convinced that pre-saves make or break a release. I'm going to tell you right now, they don't do fucking anything like that. The thing with Numb, like I said, we had no pre-saves, no nothing.
Yeah.
We just knew it was a great song. Maybe you get a little bit like of a push on a playlist or something, but it does not make or break your song.
Nah,
so
bro.
see this chasing, like, give me 3,000 pre-saves and blah. Don't get me wrong, we've done it, but I know for sure it does not make the difference that you're saying it. Like, if a song's good, like the other day, Shake Your Bunda, what was it, like 250,000 in one day?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because it's cool as fuck.
Yeah. But
Not because they pushed the pre-save, not because
No. It's also a lot of TikTok push, man. The track, any fucking TikToker or anyone would post about it, they will get hits, bro.
because it is actually good.
That's what I'm saying.
It is actually
it's
good track.
It all comes down to the music.
Yeah.
Pre-saves, like begging people for pre-saves.
I think it actually puts people off. That's what I mean.
100%.
People are like, "What the fuck,
Bro,
man?"
it takes the special feeling out of it, man. Like people
it
just
comes
don't
like
want
you're
to
trying
be
to sell it like a product. Like
people don't want to
shove
be
it down their
spammed,
throat.
bro. And like a lot of people started to do giveaways and stuff too for pre-saves. In my opinion, as you're basically buying pre-saves, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, like
Yeah.
it's okay. You're giving something away, but at the same time, it's like
Yeah, you're getting
You
people
went-
to comment for like
Yeah.
tagging their friends to win the thing rather than because it's fucking cool.
the only time I've done it twice. I believe so. Someone can correct me, but it was like for medicine because we made like a t-shirt for it, and that was the only track I've ever done a t-shirt for. But I think it was a really cool design. On like a lot of people were actually messaging me saying you should make this a shirt design because the artwork is really cool.
Yeah.
So we ended up making a 1 of 1, and when I put that up, a lot of people were saying, "Bro, like, can we fucking buy this because it's really good?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, let's make it special." So we just made 50, and I was like, "Okay, like someone can still win this, but here is 50 to buy."
Yeah.
And we sold out within like 1 hour because the design was really good.
Cool. Yeah.
But I would have never known unless I would have done that. You know what I mean? Like, just
Don't get me wrong. Like, like you say, like when something's special, you want to do something, you should do it.
yeah,
But when, like you say, that everyone's marketing's became way too predictable. So you have this
Yeah,
and then this
giveaway,
call to
yeah.
action. This,
Yeah.
and if you're doing that every release, eventually people are like, right, okay,
yeah,
like I've seen that shit. Like, come on, like
and then when they
100%.
see your name pop up, it's like, oh, this is probably going to be spam.
you
or
see,
so skip
you
it
see the
anyway.
biggest artists in the world now. 9 times out of 10 they do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Just
Like, you
drop
don't
it.
even know there's an album. It's like
yeah,
drop.
Yeah, Skrillex did that last time.
Yeah,
Yeah, Drake.
I'm sure
Fucking banger,
Kanye
bro.
West as well, right?
Drake,
Yeah.
Kanye.
Like,
oh, let's not talk about Kanye's
yeah.
last album.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're almost done and we've not even talked about the texting files.
No, bro. I think we should keep going, bro. No, we're not finished. I got a few things I still need to talk
Right,
about. right?
go.
So-
Speed run it.
So the second thing I did for the giveaway was a vinyl because for Hardstyle was back because it kind of like fit.
Goes against, yeah.
It kind of fit. Like the whole thing was so perfect. Like the vinyl, the music video where we used like me in bed, like just thinking about it because bro, the boys live in Italy, so it was so hard to get like a date to make a proper. I had so many ideas for a music video, we just couldn't line it up. So I did this dumb thing, and we started using things from like euphoric uploads and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's
and
funny.
then Moon Boy fucking. You know, it was just so like nostalgic stuff that
Yeah.
I love all this shit. I grew up to it, man. I fucking love it. But it was just adding to. It's nothing to hate about that period. It's just to add to the nostalgia
Yeah.
factor.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just funny. Yeah.
Same thing. I never mentioned because we went fucking way off track. But I want to go back to what I was talking about, the track, the concept, right? So the whole concept was to get against what people were expecting from artists, right? And what they wanted, like OG Raw, clap long only, fucking gated, blah, 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 or whatever. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do something completely like opposite. And the funniest thing is at that time, like CrowdX weren't even free to fucking collab on anything. But because we had a back-to-back twice in one day, I kind of really forced this collab with them because we made the like 75% of the track. And I sent it to them, and bro, they didn't even click the link. They were like to me, "Oh yeah, like we're really busy for the whole month. Like we can't." I was like, "Can you please press the fucking link? Just press the link." 2 minutes later, this is good. I will finish it tomorrow. I was like, dude, how fucking easy was it to just press the fucking
Yeah.
link? So shout out to the fucking boys. We did something really fucking cool together. But I want to talk about the artwork because I never fucking talked about it. So like I said, there was bits and pieces of things to like kind of mash up everything together. But the artwork was never against Project One. There was never against anything. It was just from an era where I really enjoyed and what more iconic than the fucking Project One album. That was amazing, right?
Yeah.
And before people, again, Reddit, this is for you, fucking idiots. What I was trying to say is a lot of people were saying, oh, these guys copied the artwork, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you didn't even see the original artwork that we had before this. This was like the mild version.
Can we see it?
I'll pop up on the screen right now.
No, I'll tell you why. Because out of respect to the artists, right, we made the artwork and we sent it for approval, right? Unfortunately, it wasn't approved, which was fine. So we made the mild version because it has nothing to do really. If it's like kind of if you can catch it, you can catch it.
Could you tell us at least the artists or not?
Sorry?
Can you at least tell us the artists that it was?
Who said no?
Yeah.
Bro, obviously fucking Project One.
Okay.
Yeah, like
But they said okay to the second one. Oh no, you changed it completely.
yeah, we just changed it completely. It just like you, like I said, it's if you know, you know. It's like just completely opposite, kind of similar poses, but that's it. Like bro, the previous artwork was insane. Like I'm telling you, it was like changed around, but in a way where it represents like we had the Harbor Bridge instead of the New York. I think it was in New York, yeah.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Bridge, I think it was. We had like Zag Hotel. We had like the antenna had like a saw coming out of it. They had the Tower of Pisa, like leaning to represent the Italian side, and the Aussie side was basically like the Harbor Bridge, and we had the Opera House too. And it was all done by hand with Mazza. He drew the whole fucking thing.
Fuck.
That's another skill he has. He's absolutely amazing, like artist, bro. Like he's got so much talent. This kid is honestly, if he was a bit more like business orientated, he'd be the fucking printing money like nothing.
If he was a bit more strictly business.
Hey,
Boom,
boom.
Hey, that was good. That was good.
Free
But
promotion.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. So we were never out there to disrespect anyone, bro. Like we literally ask for permission. We have respect for other people. It's just people just jump in online and just assume that we're the worst fucking humans ever, bro.
Yeah, but they're creating their own version of the story. They're seeing it and then being like,
that's why I
making
never
their own
replied to
interpretation.
it, bro. I never,
And they forget as well, like we grew up idolizing some of these people they think that we're shitting on. Like I will always
100%.
have respect for
Dude,
that hardstyle. Without that hardstyle, there's no this hardstyle. Without
100%, bro.
this, you know what I mean? So
Like I said, this whole perception of like we're the worst fucking people, ripping everyone, blah 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 blah. No, bro. Like I'm at Magenta stage. I'm at Classics parties, bro. You guys, if you want to fucking find these guys at DEF CON, Sunday, Magenta.
Thanks for fucking doxing us at DEFCON, bro.
I'm sorry, boys, but it's just the reality of things.
The
where
funny
like,
thing about it is sometimes we go there and like obviously some people are nice to us, but you can actually feel some people are like,
yes, bro.
we
They're like,
hate
what
you.
the fuck are you
doing here?
And I was like,
We
dude,
hate
I
you.
fucking grew up listening to this.
You
shit.
ruined this for us, bro.
Sometimes you get the same comment. It's like, when will you make different music? And I'm like, well, never.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to stop with the Zag kicks? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to party right now. Don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We had that at Project One. Remember, the guy was like, guy came up to us and he's like, "Can you get a photo?" And he was like, "You guys are playing here tonight?" I was like, "Bro, we wouldn't get out here alive if we were playing in here tonight. Are you fucking crazy?"
Yeah, it's insane, bro. Honestly, like that's what I'm saying, bro. It's pretty cool to also see like people appreciate us being there, but please understand that we're not.
Yeah.
Like we
I
make
like that you're here, but please don't bring your music here, bro.
we make what we love at the end of the day and what we want to present ourselves with. But in the same time, we do love every fucking spectrum of music. Like
course,
you
bro.
fucking love a
100%.
little bit of a zaggy 140 BPM. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But you also
Oh,
love
yeah.
like the melodies
Yeah.
and the classic stuff.
Of course.
So
Of course.
that's the main thing, man. Like to me, just music is beautiful. I think it's an expression. I believe everyone should be free to do whatever they want with their music. Like I don't need people are free to do it, but I don't really need someone to tell me how my music is going. I let the numbers say whatever they want to say because numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
The stages where I play at, I appreciate every single opportunity I've played at every festival I played at. I'm grateful for whether it's a small club, big stage, whatever it is. Every person that's been there is there for a fucking reason. I didn't buy them. I didn't tell them to be there. They just chose freely
Naturally.
to fucking come here. I never begged anyone to be at my sets, but I'm forever grateful whether it's fucking 50 people or tens of thousands, bro. I really appreciate everything that's happening so far, and I'm grateful for the people that are supporting my journey because I'm presenting myself in a very genuine way. I've been super honest about everything I do. Anyone can message me and have a conversation with me about anything music related or if they need advice for anything. I try my best to answer everyone, but also you gotta pick the right questions to ask for feedback.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of people send me tracks and stuff, and I sometimes do listen to them, but sometimes just not the right time for me to be focusing on this because I'm busy. So everyone who's messaging me and I haven't replied to, I will keep spamming me, and I will try eventually like reply back. It's just sometimes, bro, like you just don't want to like deal with anything at that time, and that just me controlling my fatigue levels. And that's something really important that everyone should do.
So to conclude everything you said, Rebellion
Spammer.
made you and you hate Project One. That's basically what you said, right?
Is this?
I'm gonna,
and
I'm
if you're
gonna cut
listening, you
this
need to
episode.
spam.
Going to cut this episode to make it look. That's exactly what you've
Fuck,
just
Yeah,
said.
we're going to take
That's
it
it.
right out of context.
That's it. I'm cancelled. But I'm recording the audio here, by the way.
Oh
so.
fuck!
Gotcha.
Just so you can listen when you get back.
Nah, I'm not recording anything.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a good chat, brother.
Yeah, man.
On that note,
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Toza.
No worries,
It's been
man.
a
Thank
pleasure.
you, brother.
No problem, bro.
See you on the next one.
Fucking love you, boys, and thank you for having me.
No
Of
problem.
course, bro. It's always a pleasure. One of the boys.
Let's go.
See you later,
See you
man.
later, boys.